with you, my lady. I'm illegally parked, I know, part of my French and my Mercedes. But I have no excuse for this flea market shirt I'm wearing. My motley crew is beastie, and we enjoy the staring. I'm unemployed and daring. How dare I be so cool when it's so hot in Alabama? Sometimes we get snow too, and I'm as rare as a white Christmas in Miami, really. The temperature's dropping those South Beach, the ocean's getting chilly. But I'm driving, my people, the party, yeah. Some drinking, get rowdy, party. And I went out with a buddy or two, and it was all on. And we got to the bar by the 1:45, and it was all on. And we got going, 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 and we got going. Yes, I jumped off the boat, and I'm sinking in my chair, cause my beer bottle does not float. Help me now. Please enjoy the show. I done come up so fast that I'm afraid of heights. I gotta go. Help me down, or I'll just learn to balance somewhere between commercial dreams and music that is valid. My babies need to eat, so I create a simple sound. The fiasco threw me for a loop. Hey, I dumbed it down, slick, wicked vibe, and driving. I'm driving, my people, the party, yeah. Some drinking, get rowdy, party. And I went out with a buddy or two, and it was all on. And we got to the bar by the 1:45, and it was all on. And we got going, 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 and we got going. Yeah, my people are riding, and trucks and wheels are resized. In such a world I reside, and your luck runs low with your pride. And enough to keep you a bite of the club and troubles around. I got them car keys in hand, I know what the fuck's going down. Some of these people come sick, some pop the trunk for AKs. They wanna do bodily harm, they wanna live for the day. We just came to get stupid, so give me that bottle of Crown. I'll take my girl to my Caprice and get the fuck out of town. Come on, girl. And I'm driving, my people, the party, yeah. Some drinking, get rowdy, party. And I went out with a buddy or two, and it was all on. And we got to the bar by the 1:45, and it was all on. And we got going, 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 and we got going.
What's up, everybody? It's game day. Thank you all for stopping in. I'm sure it's going to be a great game. I would say I hope it's not a blowout, except for I do hope it's a blowout. I'm excited and extremely exhausted at the same time. Tossed and turned all night last night. Tried to take a nap late this afternoon for like an hour. Couldn't do that, just stared at the ceiling. So anyway, I'm running on football adrenaline right now. I'm pretty sure that being this hardcore of a college football fan is bad for our health. Not just me, but all of you too. Let me see who's in the chat here real quick. And then we can talk a little bit about this game. Uncle Luis, good afternoon to you, sir. Tiger Nation, Luigi Green 843 in the house. Christian Ballard, that's good luck to Clemson. Michael Lynch, how you doing? Nick, the General's in the house. AEC Icon, good afternoon to you, sir. I'm sure if you're here, you're amazing and fantastic. Catfish from the Volunteer Roadshow in the house. I know he's amazing and fantastic. Let's see who else we got here. Coulter Gask. Captain Trips, my man, 6'1". Leonard Clemens, how you doing, sir? Welcome to the stream. Another Nick. This one's Nick S. Been wearing my lucky shirt around Bama fan loss all day. Yeah, we all got. I got my lucky shirt on too, a purple shirt. Probably can't tell in this crappy lighting that I'm in. You guys should see this what I call this Pigskin's Peete YouTube studios. This is like the most jerry-rigged studio you've ever seen in your life. I'm basically like MacGyver. It's amazing that I can even put a show on it all. Probably going to start a fire in here with all the crap I have plugged in. What's up, Spates Mountain? Irish Panther. How you doing, sir? Andy Forsyth. Good afternoon to you. Rick Williams. How you doing, sir? All right. Looks like that's everyone we got right now. Now, look, everyone's expecting a blowout here. I don't know what the line ended at, but yesterday it was at 36.5. I didn't bet that on my Bet Now bet for the Sam Strong contest because I have a feeling that if Clemson gets a big lead, they're going to take their foot off the gas. They are going to play a lot of young people if they get a lead tonight too. And some of those people are looking forward to seeing Lynn J. Dixon. A guy named Michael Dukes, who's actually from here where I live in Charleston. He played at a very small private school here in Charleston. And we saw him a little bit at the spring game, and he looked really good. He's like, I want to say 6 foot, 190 pounds, but he's a speedster, and he's a juker. Skalski is another big one we want to see. KJ Henry, Xavier Thomas, Joe Ngata, who looks amazing. Frank Ladson, another true freshman that looks amazing. Maskell. There's a bunch of young guys that we're looking forward to seeing. I mean, the entire defensive line, obviously, and then some of these new up-and-coming freshmen on offense as well. Coulter says the current line is 36. Okay. Yeah, before I get started, I want to thank everybody. Thank Bet Now as well. And you guys know the deal. The link's in the description if you want to wager on college football for a good cause this year. Use the link in the description. Use the promo code Peete, P-E-E-T-E, and that will give you a 100% bonus on your deposit. And, of course, at the end of the season, they're going to donate some money to the St. Jude's Children's Hospital. That's what this is all about. That's why we're doing it. Of course, my man Catfish is in here. Officially announced yesterday that the websites that we've been working so hard on getting launched are launched. HowardsRock.net is officially live for all you Clemson fans out there. Go check it out. Of course, Fanzone, Fanpride.zone. And if you become a member of that, listen, there's all kinds of cool stuff you can do. There's been a whole group of people working around the clock for a long time getting this stuff going. And I'm telling you what, it's awesome. And it's only not even, we just barely scratched the surface with what's up there now. There's so much stuff you can do on there. NFL pools, NFL pick'em. You can all play against each other. You can play against me. I set my lineup for week 1 in the NFL on the NFL pick'em league yesterday, and I saw Catfish's entries as well, and I already know I'm going to beat him. That's going to be an easy light work. So don't make me have to just smash Catfish in this contest. You guys need to come help out and give me some competition because that's going to be too easy for me to do. Anyway, go check that out, and there's going to be a lot more coming. There's going to be updates coming weekly, monthly, and so on for those websites, and we're all really proud of what we've done in getting that stuff going. So, what's up, Bally Bernie? We got a Georgia Tech fan in here. Welcome, sir. Goose 76 Sports. How you doing? I'm glad that we actually have a Georgia Tech fan in here. Where's my resident Georgia Tech fan that always calls in on my beer streams? Is he in here? He might be in here. I don't know. All right, so before the game starts, by the way, I'm planning on doing my normal live stream for a game on Saturday. Obviously, the only reason I'm doing the Clemson game tonight is because it's the first game of the year. It's Clemson, and it's a Thursday night game. You probably will not see me do another Clemson game for the rest of the season. Maybe. I don't know. I did one last year, and that was Texas A&M, and I almost literally died on air because of how close that game was. It's too close to my heart to stream it, but I'm doing it tonight for you guys. But anyway, on Saturday, and for the rest of the Saturdays throughout the season, most likely going to do afternoon games. Now, if it's a good noon game on, I might do a noon game, but most of them will probably be in that 3:30 slot. Now, I've been so busy with the Howard's Rock thing and with YouTube and work and everything else that I haven't even looked at the start times for all of these games on Saturday. So you guys type in the chat or whatever, or if you message me offline or whatever, and let me know which game you'd like me to do. That's either in that 12 or 3:30 slot, and I'll pick the best game out of those and do that one. That's probably what I'll do. Yes, I can't show the game, whoever's asking that. They'll take my YouTube channel down. So instead, you have to look at my ugly face. I'm sorry. It's just the way it's going to have to be. I know you don't care if my YouTube channel gets taken down, but I actually do. What's up to Goat Watson? Jamie McCaslin in the house. Yeah, I'm not showing the game, people. I'll tell you what you can do. I'll tell you to do the same thing I tell everybody that asks me to do that. Start a YouTube channel and show the game yourself. And see how that works out for you. What's up, Donnie Shepard? Clemson Carson. Man, I didn't realize how many games were on tonight. There's like 6 games on tonight. There's a couple on right now. There's like 3 on at the same time as Clemson. And then tonight's Utah and BYU, right? And then there's another one. I can't even remember what the other one is. Yes, I know I suck. Thank you, sir. NFL preseason's on too. Well, guess who's watching that? Nobody. Yeah, nobody cares about the NFL preseason when there's real college football games on. Don't sleep on BYU. Yeah. Everyone's saying that Utah is the best thing since sliced bread, so we'll find out, won't we? Space Mountain says, how far are you from Ladson? 10 minutes, sir. I'm in Somerville. And I grew up literally a mile from Ladson. Boise's going to beat FS who or give them a scare? Yeah, well, I'll tell you one thing. For the sake of the ACC and for Florida State, they better win that football game. You're watching it because Josh Dobbs is playing. Who does he play for? The Steelers? That's right, isn't it? Yes, and I've got my tickets for the where's that? Who's the Florida State fan in here? It's what's his name? Luigi Green. If Luigi Green's in here, I got my tickets for the Clemson Florida State game. Me, Bobby Durkins, Prince 6'1", and Tiger Nation, and of course, the one and only Mrs. Peete. We are going to the Florida State Clemson game on October 12th. So anybody who's going to be there, let me know. Come hang out, tailgate with us. We'll have a good time. We went to the Louisville game last year. We had a blast. Leonard says, we love you in Hilton Head, South Carolina. Hilton Head's awesome. And thank you, sir. What's up, Chris Sertugaloo? I'm just going to call you Chris. How about that? Easier. What's up, Loose Cane 88? I swear this has been the longest 20 minutes of my life waiting on this damn kickoff. Actually, today was the longest day of my life waiting on this kickoff. Aside from the, the national championship game last year, waiting on that. What's up, Kevin Bodig says, let's go Pixie and Pete. Who are you expecting to absolutely break out this game? I say Xavier. I would agree with you. I'd say Xavier Thomas on defense. I expect Skalski to play really well on defense as well. And on offense, I want to see what Lynn J. Dixon looks like. He didn't get a whole lot of snaps last year, but he still averaged over 8 yards a carry, and he was explosive. What's up, Sunday Money? Tuning in from Utah. Are you a Utah Ute, or you just live in Utah? Because the Utes play tonight. Lanny Wortham, can you please play the game? No, I can't. If I could play the game, I'd play the game. Can't play the game. It's a copyright violation. But that's the reason I'm doing this, okay? So, listen, you can't watch the game. I'm going to do a play-by-play and reaction, and we can chat. If you don't want to look at my ugly face for the next 3 hours, then I don't know what to tell you. Go download Hulu or something, but that's just the way it is. Clemson's D-line may be in trouble. I don't think so, sir. I don't think they're going to be in trouble at all. Here we go. I guess they're about to rub the rock. SEC Football Tube, how you doing, sir? Coulter says, looking to try to get the longest win streak in college football history. Yeah, you got to win, what, 4 more games straight, I think? Is it 19 or something? Is the longest win streak ever? Something like that. They said it earlier on game day. I forget what they said. Devin Wrench says, what channel is it on? It's on the ACC network, which, I don't know what channel that is for you. It's a brand new channel. And no, I'm not showing the game. And I'm going to stop answering that question now because I sound like a broken record. As a matter of fact, my moderators can just handle that from now on. Anybody who asks to see the game, just tell them I can't see the game. I mean, I can't show the game. We have 47 straight from 54 to 58. Okay, I don't know. They said on game day earlier something. If they win 4 more games, they break some sort of record. I don't know what the record is. Welcome to all the new people who are in here. If you're new here, there'll be at least an hour or 2 before I piss you off. If you can find it in your heart to not be such a soft prick, then you might actually like me and stick around for a while. Most of the people that are here that are, some of my favorite followers or subscribers on YouTube hated me at one point. Devin says it's dumb that it's not on ESPN. Yeah, well, here's the thing. ESPN owns the ACC network, just like they own the SEC network. And they just launched the network last week, so they're putting it on here to try to get people to get it, right? Or to get cable companies to carry it. It's a publicity stunt. That's all it is. Georgia Tech is working away from the option in 2019. Yes, and that is the best thing that could ever happen to Georgia Tech. I've been saying it for years. Paul Johnson overstayed his welcome there, quite frankly. And, all the Georgia Tech fans are pissed off at Pigskin Pete for saying that. And then, of course, as soon as he retired or got fired or whatever you want to call it, and they hired Jeff Collins, they were all singing his praises. So they flipped real quickly on that one. Corso picked Clemson. Yeah, I could care less. Here we go. They're running down the hill. I could care less who Corso picks. I didn't mean I couldn't care less what you say. I just could care less about what Corso thinks. Paul Johnson was an overrated coach. He was a good coach 30 years ago when the triple option wishbone formation was relevant in big-time football. Of course, it is not now. You look like a $5 PFT commentator with your sunglasses on. Actually, it's more like a $3 commentator with my sunglasses on. And you can let me know in the chat, on a scale from 1 to 10, exactly how mad does that make you? Paul Johnson is better than average, but not breakthrough great. He was breakthrough great when he was the best triple option coach in the country a long time ago, but not anymore. Hey, Jared Groves. Never mind. Coulter Gask. Can you please do the Iowa State game on week 3? Who are they playing and what time is it on? All right, here we go, guys. UCLA looks bad. A big shocker there. Can I turn the volume up to what? The football game? Any more requests from you sideline YouTube viewers? Anything else you want me to do? Do you want me to get you a beer? Do you need a blanket? What else you need? Everyone's got requests. You must be new here if you think I give a shit about your requests. UCF looks good. Who are they playing right now? You need a back massage? I don't have any Yingling. Father-in-law bought a couple of cases of Coors Light, so I guess that's what I'm drinking. Am I showing the stream? Yes, this is the stream. You see this right here? I'm showing it right there. Yes, I do have a blanket. The General, it is orange, but it's not Tennessee orange. I don't know if you'll like it. It's got a big tiger paw on it, too. What's up, Hound Dog? How you doing, man? Haven't seen you in a while. At least it feels like a while. Have I ever washed that dirty hat? No. Sure haven't. I'm not planning on it either. All right, here we go. What's up, Natasha Beard? Says hello from Wakulla, Florida. Well, hello back to you. Luke Gatlin says Georgia football, baby. So I'm assuming he is a Bulldog. You want a pizza? Sure, I'll send you a pizza. Just type your address and your social security number and your phone number all into the chat, and I'll make sure I get that right over to you. Make sure you put your social security number in there too, though. That's the most important part. Do you attend Dabo's New Spring Church? No, I don't go to church. Do you? I attend the Church of Pigskin Pete, and I am God in that church. There you go, the rubbing the rock. Can I watch the game at your house? Sure, come on over. Christian says he's watching to study Clemson. He's going to report to Nick Saban ASAP. Awesome. If your husband is a Clemson fan, then he's obviously a very, very smart man. And tell him I said you're welcome. Yeah, not getting exposed by Oklahoma. That was one I missed on my Bet Now picks yesterday's video. Or was that yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. I think that Houston's going to cover that spread against Oklahoma. I mean, I obviously think Oklahoma's going to win the game. But Oklahoma has a bad habit of letting people they play score a lot of points on them. You can ask me 50 million more times to show the game, and the answer is still going to be no. Here, if you want me to show the game, here's what you do. You turn off my YouTube video and go find a TV and watch it. Pretty much that simple. All right, so I'll send the pizza. 1600 Philip Fulmer Way, Knoxville, Tennessee. You didn't give me your social security number like I asked for. How long have you had a YouTube channel? 2 years. It's not on DirecTV. I thought they said DirecTV had it. It's not my fault that you can't afford to buy DirecTV and get it, idiot. You want some prime boom chicken tail? Pete, what made you a Clemson fan? When my oldest sister attended there in 1985 and was a cheerleader and took me to a game when I was 5 years old. No, the game has not started. It's about to kick off right now in a minute. Most cable providers didn't pick it up. See, I live in South Carolina. I live in Clemson country, so to speak. So all the cable providers around here have it. I don't know if it's on DirecTV. I don't know. I don't have DirecTV. I heard it was on DirecTV. I'm not a cable master. I really don't know. All I know is I have it. On Home Telecom is my cable provider. Uverse has it. Okay, so AT&T has it. Sean Bullard says, I like this setup. I'm a Florida fan, but I still like to watch Clemson, and I like this setup. Thank you, sir. Thank you for subscribing. Please hit the like, too. If you're a complete douche hater, then don't hit the like. Hit the thumbs down button and scram. Because it's going to be another 3 hours of me pissing you off. I promise. YouTube has it. The YouTube, what's it called? YouTube Premium or something? I don't know. Yeah, YouTube does carry it. I do know that. What's up, college football maniac? Malcolm says he's from South Carolina too. Where? What part? Seth says I can't piss him off. Then that means you're probably not a complete wuss, because some people on here get pissed off really, really easily. Believe me. I've been doing it for years. Here we go. The kickoff. Georgia Tech kicks it off. Clemson receives it at the 3-yard line. And he's returning. Breaking tackles across the 30. Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Who was that? I didn't even see who that was. All right, so Clemson's going to start 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Clover, South Carolina. All right. Russell, how you doing, man? Says, go Tigers from a Canes fan. Coulter, I'll get to that in a minute, during the next break, my playoff predictions. 15 minutes from Florence. All right, I'm down here in Charleston. All right. 1st and 10. The handoff is to Etienne. Spin move. And he gets tackled after about a 3-yard gain, it looks like. So it's going to be about 2nd and 7, depending on where they spot this. Do I read Barstool? Yeah, some. Check out howardsrock.net. All right, so he looks like he lost a yard. I'm sorry. 2nd and 11. Lawrence throws it. Complete to Higgins. Higgins goes out of bounds about 2 yards short of the first down, so it's going to be 3rd and 2. Haley Moore, the game is on the ACC network. Ramon Jordan coming through with a super chat, currently helping my pops move. I'll come and eat crow on the next show. Thanks, Ramon, and have fun moving, sir. I appreciate it. All right, 3rd and 3 from the 43. Oh, incomplete to Higgins. That was a good defensive play there. So it's going to be 3 and out for Clemson. 4th and 3. I'm assuming they're not going to go for it, which Sweeney normally does not do it, especially this early in the game. And I think it kind of would be stupid to do that. Play the field position game and punt it. That's what I would do. Caleb Bailey says, I'm an Alabama fan. Got a lot of Alabama fans that are subscribers of mine. Some good people, too. Most of them. Over 83 million people can't watch the game. Well, share this on Facebook and Twitter, and 83 million people can look at my ugly face for the next 3 hours. Oh, turnover. Clemson got the ball. It was a botched reception on the punt, and Clemson returned it. I didn't see what yard line that was on. I think it's inside the 20, though. See, that's why you punt it instead of go for it, folks. Yeah, you hear Mrs. Peete in the background? Yeah, you're going to hear a lot of that tonight. She went to Clemson, and she is a nut for Clemson. So if I'm not doing a stream and I'm watching the football game with her, it's hard for me to do because she just yells at the screen the whole time and cusses. What's up, Mike? All right, here we go. 1st and 10 from the 16. Hand off to ETN. And he's tackled for a loss, about a 2-yard loss. Good defense there by Tech. Our team has a hard schedule. Yeah, it does. Beating up on Alabama and LSU and Auburn and all those teams every year. That's and Texas A&M. You're right, it is tough. And South Carolina, all those SEC teams that can't beat us. All right, here you go. That was a 1-yard loss, 2nd and 11. It's complete to Justin Ross, and he does a juke move, and he gets down to the 11-yard line, so it's going to be about 3rd and 6, I think. I'm sure you would much rather watch the TV screen instead of me, but I can't do it. Sorry. 3rd and 6. Lawrence, back to pass. Complete to Higgins. Let's see where they spot it. I think they're going to spot him like a half a yard short. I thought he got the first down there. I think that's a bad spot. Maybe it wasn't. That was a good spot, actually. Oh, no, that was on the line. They gave it to him. 1st and goal. Lawrence back to pass. One-handed. Oh, I thought he had a one-handed catch. Incomplete. Justin Ross almost made another circus catch. Because if I show the game, they'll take my YouTube channel down. It's a copyright violation. It's not hard, people. Just read the description of the video. It says live play-by-play and reaction. It doesn't say anything about showing the game. 2nd and goal. Trevor Lawrence hands it up. Oh, he keeps it. Touchdown. That was a good fake. He didn't even get touched. All right, let me change the score here before I forget. I'm going to wait and see if they get the extra point here. All right, there we go, folks. So assuming that Georgia Tech doesn't fumble this kickoff, we'll finally get to see what Georgia Tech's offense looks like under this new head coach. Yeah, tell me exactly how mad you are, Nate, Joel. On a scale from 1 to 10, exactly how mad are you? It seems like you're right at about a 9. Oh, yeah, Coulter, you were Glow. I remember you. Yes. And, yeah, I did get mad every time I had to change the score. Do I have the game? Yeah, I'm watching it right here. Yeah, Clemson is lucky. Yeah, Clemson is lucky. Right. Everyone knows that. They're not any good. They're just lucky. Clearly, you're a genius, sir. Sam Conti says Trevor is in his business class. That's cool. New and improved tech offense. Anything is an improvement based on what they had before. Inguff Hughes, bruh, no. Clemson is going to lose. Yeah, sure, they're going to lose eventually. Everybody loses eventually. Do you mean they're going to lose tonight? I doubt it. What's up, Clem Tiger? How you doing? Floaty02, no. What's up, Anu Naga? What's up, Somting Wong? Every once in a while, I see one of these names. It just makes me laugh. What's up, Bobby Durkins? How you doing? May there, buddy. Sean Hidaki says, go blue. Must be a Michigan fan. Yep. Well, there's an M, so it is. Floaty2 says Harry Balzac. That's very clever, sir. But you might want to get off of the stream. I think your mom's calling your SpaghettiOs are finished cooking. What's up, Jackson Miller? Luke Gatlin, GTI. No. All right, here we go. They're going to kick off. Clemson plays no one except for the teams that they destroyed, named Alabama, in the biggest game of the year. You're right. I'm guessing that you're a fan of a team that can't beat Alabama, and you're mad about it. What's up, Brody L? How you doing, man? All right, so finally we get to see what Georgia Tech's offense looks like. This is interesting. It's going to be weird to watch Georgia Tech play offense and not run the option. I'm so programmed to see that. All right. And they ran an option play on the first play. And it was sniffed out by the defense. He picked up maybe a yard or two. I don't know. What's up, buddy? Come here. My dog's in here. Come here. Never mind. Get out from under there. Get. I can already tell you're going to knock some stuff over. All right. 2nd and 8, and they hand the ball off. No, he keeps it again. Another option play, and they sniff it out again, and he's taken down for no gain. It's going to be 3rd and long. You remind me of Uncle Lou. I'm sure Uncle Lou wouldn't want to. You don't insult Uncle Lou like that. He's going to call me bitching at me that you said that. I don't appreciate it. 3rd and 7. Another option play. He rolls out to the left. He's going to actually pass it, and it's complete for a 1st down. Good play there by Georgia Tech. They just threw it more times in this game than they did the entire season last year. Once. You're behind. They already scored. Yeah, no, I'm not behind. I'm watching it live, sir. But good try. Who wins Georgia versus Alabama? I don't know. Ask me in 8 weeks from now when I can see them play football before that game. I have no idea. All right, they hand the ball off. Run up the middle for a big gain there. There's a gaping hole in the middle of the defensive line, and he picks up about 8 or 9 yards there. Nick, yeah, he did. Still running the option. All right, 2nd and 1 from the 49-yard line, 48-yard line. He drops back in the pocket to pass. He's flushed out, and he's going to run for it, and he's going to get it. Oh, and he gets smacked in the mouth but he picks up the first down. First down, Georgia Tech. I don't know why Clemson's defense is celebrating letting them get a first down. Don't celebrate that. Don't look like Felipe Franks out there celebrating for doing nothing. I don't like that. All right, 1st and 10 from the 50. Ooh, sacked for a big... No! Yeah, he's going to get sacked now by Xavier Thomas. He got hit hard and didn't go down, and then he got him on the second take. And he lost about 10 yards there, 8 yards, something like that. Let's see where they spot it. Second down and 21. Drops back to pass. Complete at the line of scrimmage, and they wrap him up immediately. So, although he completed the pass, it was for no gain. So it's going to be 3rd and 21. Nobody's going to go live with the actual game. Good luck finding that, though. Won't happen, I promise. 3rd and 21, and he's going to power run it and get taken down after about 2-yard gain. It's going to be 4th and 19, obviously going to be a punt here. Good defensive stand by the Clemson defense there. Space Mountain says toughest regular season game. Well, it's going to have to be either A&M. I don't know, A&M or Syracuse. That game's in Syracuse, and they played us tough the past couple years. So, I don't know. Definitely not South Carolina for anybody who's thinking that. That's not going to happen. Listen, part of the reason Clemson's schedule is so weak is because we play South Carolina every year. So, how about that for all you SEC fans out there? All right, commercial break here. Alex Page, Florida State. I'll be at that game, Alex, on October 12th. Alex Guy, or the ACC sucks balls. Let me tell you exactly how bad the ACC sucks. I want you to get a pen. Make sure you get a pen or a pencil or whatever, or maybe a crayon if you have one of those laying around. The SEC is only 500 versus the ACC over the past 5 seasons. Let me say that again in case for your little baby ears who couldn't hear it. The SEC is only 500 versus ACC teams over the past 5 seasons. And that's about 60 games worth of football. So the ACC is garbage, you're right. And the SEC is massively overrated. And clearly Clemson has no problem running through any team in the SEC, including Alabama. I'm not wrong, sir. Look it up. Right. Not true. Everyone tells me that's not true until they look it up. And then they come back and say, oh, yeah, you were right. What's up, Dondre Crawford? I didn't say you were an SEC fan. Evan Rother. Yeah, you're stating the all-time record, sir. I just said over the past 5 seasons. I'm not speaking Chinese. I don't think I'm not. Maybe I am. What's up, Grayson Zinkland? Dondre Crawford donated $2 super chat. Said, "What's up, man? What's up, Dondre?" The score is on the screen of the stream, I think. Yeah, 7-0 Clemson. Here we go. Yes, guys, somebody keep me updated with the scores the other games are going on. Just periodically, just type it in the chat. Like the UCLA game with Cincinnati's going on. I think there's another one going on, right? Florida or Texas A&M or somebody. All right. Hands it off to Etienne. He picks up about 6 yards. Going to be 2nd and 4, Clemson. 7 minutes and 50 seconds left in the opening quarter here. 7-10, Cincinnati winning. Okay, thank you, sir. I know I want to hate the SEC. It's not overrated. Y'all down pathetic team. So, sir, I'm a Clemson fan. I could care less about whatever SEC team you're a fan of. I really don't care. The only thing we care about is winning. We don't care who it's against. Would you rather be in the SEC and be South Carolina, one of the worst football programs in history, or be Clemson and be winning titles? I mean, it's not a hard thing to choose if you have a brain. Yeah, the A&M game's intriguing. Nate Joel says, "You a bitch." Thank you, sir. I've been called worse by better people. All right, 1st and 10. And it's a long pass, way overthrown, incomplete. UCLA is terrible. I mean, I don't know why they hired Chip Kelly. A&M game starts at 8:30. Okay, so it's not on yet. Well, it's 8:30 right now, or 8:28. Right, 2nd and 10. Evan Rodder says, thoughts on the new NCAA rules. Hold on, 2nd and 10. Going to hand the ball off to Etienne. He breaks through. Big hole, 1st down and more. Still running. Oh, fumbles. Was he down or did he fumble? I don't know. I think he was down. He was down. What's banana schedule? Clemson trash. You're showing your intelligence, sir. You're a genius. No, I don't know what a banana schedule is. Sorry. You can tell me, though. That'd be the easiest thing to do. Oh, Homer on Instagram, War Eagle. Let me see. Homer, were you the one that was just running your mouth? Maybe I don't want to trash you if it wasn't. Oh, yeah. It was. Homer on Instagram. But you realize that Clemson has beat you the last 4 times we played you, and that's all been in this past decade, right, sir? So you clearly have your feelings hurt. It's okay. I know. It must hurt. What's up, Matthew Mendak? Shout out from Cleveland. Awesome, sir. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Are you a Browns fan? Because everyone's telling me that the Browns are overrated, and I think they aren't. I think the Browns are going to be good this year. I also said, when they drafted Baker Mayfield, everyone said he was going to be a bust. He wasn't an NFL quarterback. And, of course, I said he would be good, and, of course, he was good. So, Do you think it's possible for Florida State to make a comeback this season? A defined comeback. I mean, yes, I think they're going to be a lot better. Avery Fountain, why do you ugly? I don't know. I'll answer that when you tell me why you can't form a complete sentence. You are God. Yes, sir. Thank you. I know that. How do you make Franks look like a star, play Michigan? Yeah. No, I don't think it was a fumble. I think he was down. Georgia Peach, Trevor Lawrence is the best quarterback in football right now. Yeah, I mean, listen, even if you hate Clemson, I mean, look, it's pretty obvious that's true. I mean, come on. Isaac says, what's Clemson's record this year? I never pick Clemson to go undefeated. I never pick anybody to go undefeated, so I say 11-1. And where they'll lose that game, I don't know. It could be to anybody. So. Get the game on. Why are you talking? Where is the game? The game's on TV. I'm talking because this is a YouTube channel where I actually talk. It's on commercial right now, though. If you'd like me to narrate the commercial, I can. You can call low-cost airlines for a low rate on an air fare if you want. Syracuse will upset y'all this year. Maybe. General, I'll send your pizza out at halftime, I promise. Just make sure you send me your social security number, though. I guess they're reviewing it. They called it down on the field, but I don't know what they're going to do in the review here. What do I think of Trevor? I think he's awesome and amazing and fantastic. All right, here we go. Bama will whip Clemson. You're funny. Said that last year, too, before he lost by 4 touchdowns. All right, 1st and 10. His elbow was down before the ball came out, guys. I mean, it's a simple rule. I can already hear all the conspiracy theorists all over Twitter and Facebook typing till their fingers are about to fall off about how the refs are in Clemson's pocket and all that kind of crap, you know. The common thing that most losers say when they lose a game is start blaming the refs. My head is as big as Trevor Lawrence's. Actually, I have a pretty small head. I have an ego that's huge, though, but my head is small. 1st and 10. And he's going to roll out to the right. And incomplete. He was open, too. I'll give you a Clemson jersey. I'll tell you what, you can go on howardsrock.net, become a member, join the NFL Pick'em League, and if you win it, you will get an authentic jersey of your choice. That's how you're going to get that. Here we go. Tech, hand the ball off. Nope, he keeps it. Another option play. They're still running a lot of option plays, despite the fact that old Paul isn't there anymore. Anyway, he picked up about a yard. All right, here we go. 3rd and 5 from the 44-yard line. Georgia Tech drops back the pass. Incomplete. That was a terrible pass. He was open, too. So it's going to be 4th and 5. They'd be stupid to go for it here. They'd be stupid to do that. Gino Beyond, no. Bama Heisman fan 208. Roll Tide. All right, so they got the punt team out. I'd watch for a fake here if I were Clemson. Usually when people get desperate, they start doing fakes, like Florida did last week. The punt is up. Good punt. It knocks over the pylon. Out of bounds. Touchback. Lisa Coker says, hubby's at the game. We have dish, so no game. You're growing on me. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's all right, Austin Martin. I love the haters. They really don't bother me. You're bad. I think it's supposed to be Youre with an apostrophe in it. So you're bad at grammar. How about that? 1st and 10. Trevor keeps it, runs up the middle. First down and more. He's still running. Cross the 40, cross the 45, out of bounds at the 45. About a 20-yard run there by T-Law. He's got some wheels for a big, lanky boy. And there's a flag on the play. Let's see what this is. What's your day job? I'm a stripper. Male stripper, that is. Yeah. Ella Cannon, thank you for doing this. This is awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. I didn't even hear what the call was there. I was too busy chatting with you guys. Oh, anyway, it was against Clemson, so they moved it back. 1st and 20. I'm guessing it was a holding call. So 1st and 20 from the 10-yard line. Clemson's ball. Hands the ball off to Etienne. And he's got a big gain. Cross the 30, cross the 40. He's gone. See you later. Touchdown, Clemson. Was that a 90-yard run? That's why you're broke. Yeah, you should see how broke I really am. You should come over to my house and see how broke I am. I'm basically in poverty over here. I don't even know where my next meal's coming from. Trust me. Strip to celebrate. Well, that's going to boost his average yards per carry. Last year he was over 8 yards per carry. I think in this game he's going to be over 10 so far. How's Tech's new offense? Not looking good so far because they're still looking a lot like Paul Johnson's offense. They're running the option a lot, which I'm surprised. I can't hear anything but touchdowns. Go Tigers. Yeah. You're a creepy dude, Luke. Real creepy. What do I think about the Auburn-Oregon game? Well, first of all, I think Oregon's going to be really good this year. Where's that game? Is that a game in Auburn? Or is that a neutral game? I think it's going to be close, actually. I think Auburn should win the game. Don't get me wrong. But I think Oregon's going to be pretty good this year. I have them as my dark horse to make the playoffs. By the way, somebody asked me a few minutes ago who my picks for the playoffs are. I have Clemson and Alabama. I mean, listen, why wouldn't I? They've been there more than they haven't. Oregon's my dark horse for somebody out of the Pac-12 to make it. And fourth, I think I had Oklahoma again. So basically 3 of the same 4 as last year, except I had Oregon being the dark horse. But of course, yeah, thank you. I'll update it. Of course, that's probably my opinion on that's going to change as the season goes on. So let me change the score here real quick before I forget. Thank you, whoever reminded me to do that, because I always forget. And is it 14? All right. And Clemson kicks it off, and he returns it from inside the end zone. And he's going to get taken down about the 14-yard line. He should have just knelt it. And he looks like he's shooken up. Yeah, anybody who just spams, you're just going to get kicked out of the stream and banned from the channel. So that's all there is to that. What's up, Grayson? How you doing? Andrew says, why y'all not on national TV? Well, actually, the ACC network is national, as long as your cable provider has it. You're watching a fake game. Drew Lock sucks. I agree. Hey, look who it is. It's Church of Bama. Yeah, I haven't seen you here trolling since last football season. You went away after the national championship game. Glad to see you're back. I really only have respect for the fans that stay around when their team loses. If you run away when your team loses, then I really don't have much respect for you. And yes, I'm talking to you, Church of Bama, in particular. All right, 1st and 15, and Georgia Tech run big run. Oh my God, he juked him across the 40 all the way to the 50. About a 40-yard run there, 35-yard run. That dude's fast. Number 8, what's his name? He's fast. Oliver. All right, 1st and 10 from the 48. Drops back to pass, throws it deep, and he's covered like white on rice. Incomplete. Gonna be 2nd and 10. That's the first time he's thrown the ball more than 5 yards all game, though. At least we know he can do it. Jeff Barron, you're very funny, sir. Anybody who has some funny jokes, feel free to type them, because the ones you guys are giving me here tonight are terrible. 2nd and 10. And they're going to hand it off, and he's going to be taken down well short of the first down. It's going to be about 3rd and 5 here. No, I can't show the TV. All right, here we go. 3rd and 5. From the 47-yard line. And it's going to be a quarterback option. He keeps it, and he's taken down with no gain, maybe a yard. 4th down. Why do they keep running that option? You know, I think a lot of the reason that they're running the option play still is because, well, shocker, they still have a lot of option players on their team. That's how they've been recruiting for the past 12 years. So this poor new coach, Jeff Collins, has been stuck with a bunch of option players, and he's trying to run a pro-style spread offense, and he just doesn't have the guys to do it. So, what's up, Austin Martin? Who was the best team Clemson played last year? I don't know. I guess it's a tie between Notre Dame and Alabama, considering those were the two teams in the playoffs they played, and Notre Dame actually had a closer game point-wise than Alabama did. So, Alex Sims, I'm glad to see that you can type derogatory words. You're a genius, sir. One more time and you're out of here for good. So just go ahead and try again. We'll see what happens. You're talking about the past. I'm talking about right now. I don't even know if you're talking to me or somebody else. All right, 1st and 10, Clemson's ball. And pass is complete. And he's going to be taken down. Maybe a yard gain there. I'll give you a joke, Oklahoma's defense. Yes, that's true. That's a good joke, actually. Thank you. First good one tonight. All right, 2nd and 9 from the 8-yard line. Lawrence back to pass. Complete. And let's see where they spot it. They're going to spot him, I think, just short of the first down, like a foot short. It's going to be like third and a foot here. Jeff Barron, will you marry me? No, first of all, I like women. Second of all, I'm married to one. So, no. But thank you for the offer. I appreciate it. Very humbling. I'll get to that question in a second. That's a good question. 3rd and 1. And Lawrence keeps it, and he breaks a tackle, and he gets the first down and more. First down, Clemson. Somebody just asked my thoughts on the winner of the Coastal this year. I know a lot of people are high on Virginia, and a lot of people think that Virginia is going to win the Coastal. I still think that Miami's going to win the Coastal. I know they didn't play well against Florida, but they really want. I mean, they played better than Florida did. They really gave the game to Florida, and I still think they're going to get a lot better as the season goes on with that young quarterback, and their defense is really good. 1st and 10. Lawrence, the ball is tipped, almost intercepted. There's a flag on the play. I don't know what this flag's for. Maybe holding. We'll see. What is the live stream? This is the you're looking at it. Kick me out. Talk to my lawyer. I'm married to a lawyer, sir. So while you go spend thousands, I get one for free. I win. Hotty toddy. Okay. Complete. And he's going to break through. Lynn J. Dixon. I told you about him. That's who I was looking for in the pregame. First down and more. 1st and 10 Tigers. Am I a Clemson fan or something? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what gave it away. I don't know if it was the giant Clemson helmet behind me, the Clemson hat I have on, the giant national championship Clemson cup I'm drinking out of, or the 400 or 500 Clemson videos that I've posted on YouTube over the past 2 years. They give it to Dixon again. And he's going to be taken down after about a yard gain there. Maybe 2nd and 9, I think. ETN is average. Right. He's averaging about 8 yards per carry. And I think he scored 3 touchdowns against Alabama in the national championship game. I think. All right, 2nd and 8. Lawrence back to pass. Complete to Ross, and he's taken down immediately for a loss there, I think. I think he lost a yard. We're coming down to the final seconds here, guys, of the first quarter. It's about 40 seconds left, and the clock is ticking. 3rd and 10, Clemson. Yeah, I think they'll take Lawrence out in the second half. You know, depending if they have a 3-touchdown lead or something, they'll take him out. 3rd and 10. Lawrence keeps it again for a big gain. First down and more. He's still running out of bounds at about the 48. Guys, he's got about 50 yards running tonight already. If they do take out Lawrence, I'm assuming they're going to put Bryce in. He's second on the Chase Bryce. He's second on the depth chart. But I'm really looking forward to seeing the freshman Tyson Pumachan. He's a big dude, man. He looks like Cam Newton when he was in college. Factor of fiction, Harbaugh bails for the NFL after this season. That's a good question there. Because I don't think they'll fire him no matter what. For some reason, do I have any Michigan fans in here? Michigan fans love Jim Harbaugh, and I don't know why. What has he ever done? Nothing. At least in college football. He had Andrew Luck for 2 years. They didn't even win the Pac-12 when he had Andrew Luck, did they? This guy is average as it gets, way overpaid. If I was a Michigan fan, I'd want him out of here so quick, my head would be spinning. But for some reason, they love this weirdo. That's the other thing. He's a weirdo. So to answer your question, yes, I think he will eventually bail for the NFL. Or why would he though? He's getting paid what like $8 million a year to not even win his division and lose 3 games every year and lose bowl games. Has this guy even won a bowl game at Michigan? Guy's terrible. Believe me, the Michigan fans hate me because I speak facts, and they get mad when people speak facts about them. Fact or fiction? Bama has more ships than Clemson. Yeah, Alabama has a lot more championships than Clemson. They got about 10 fake ones, too, that they claim. Whenever they had 4 losses and didn't even win their conference from 1942 or some crap. Yeah, but even with the fake ones, they still have more. You're right. Yeah, he'll never get fired. Okay, so he won the 2016 Citrus Bowl against Florida. All right. He lost to South Carolina a couple years ago. That was embarrassing, wasn't it? What did they do last? Didn't they get run off the field by Florida last year? Yeah. Haven't they lost to Ohio State every year for the past 4 years that he's been there? Yeah, I think they have. Yeah, overpaid and overrated. I don't even think Michigan's going to beat Ohio State this year, even though Urban Meyer's not there anymore. Why did you get a time? I didn't time you out, but if you got timed out, it's probably because you were saying the same thing over and over again, and that's spamming. I want to be able to see what people are saying, and when somebody says the same thing over and over again, then you flush everybody else's comment out. My computer's about to die. Hold on. Make sure I unplugged the right one here. Sorry, the picture is probably not going to be as good, but it is what it is. Yes, the score is still 14-0. I need to change the score, though. I don't care about swearing. I don't want any racist remarks, homophobic remarks. I mean, just use common sense. It's pretty much that simple. Don't be an idiot. You can cuss if you want. I don't care about that. All right. Roku says, Pete, I'm a Buckeye. I've been hearing Michigan will beat us for the past 4 years. I'm sure you have. Believe me. Talk about the most delusional fan base. They haven't won anything in like 70 years. All right. 1st and 10. They're going to hand the ball off. Reception. Overton picks up about a yard or two. It'll be 2nd and 8 or 9. What was the record he broke? All right, 2nd and 7 from the 48-yard line. Trevor hands it off, and Dixon gets taken down for a loss. That's good defensive play there by Georgia Tech. He loses about 3 yards on that carry. Yeah, I don't know, Josh. That's a good question. I don't like those screens, especially when you have Trevor Lawrence. He can move the ball downfield. I mean, I don't mind screen passes, but not over and over again. But then look, there's a reason I'm not coaching the offense at Clemson and somebody else is. So, what do I know? All right, here we go. Lawrence back to pass, and I don't know if that was a. Well, they're going to call it incomplete. I thought it was maybe an interference. So 4th and 8, looks like Clemson's going to punt the ball. And I would. Robert Zeruth says, I live in Columbia, but I'm a Tiger fan. That must suck, sir, to live in Columbia and be a Tiger fan. I feel your pain. All right, so here's the punt. Punt is up. And that's weird. Oh, it takes a Clemson bounce inside the 10, and they'll down it. So right around the 9-yard line, Georgia Tech will take over from their own 9. What's the live stream game? I don't know what that question is. I'm doing a live stream play-by-play and reaction for the Clemson and Georgia Tech game. Scott Reams, yes, they are. They're playing a really vanilla offense. Georgia Tech hands the ball off, run up the middle for about 3 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 7. NFL or college football. I prefer college football, but I love the NFL too. So, 2nd and 5. They're going to hand the ball off. He's going to fight and break some tackles. He gets about a yard short of the first down. It's going to be 3rd and short. Very short. What do you do for a living besides this? I don't do this for a living. I don't make enough money on YouTube to make a living. I told you I'm a stripper. Male stripper. 3rd and 1. Oh, fumble. Clemson recovers. Another turnover by the Georgia Tech offense. And, of course, that puts Clemson way down in Georgia Tech territory. And that was another guy I spoke about before the game, Skowski, with the fumble recovery. Austin Martin, good question. Favorite SEC team? I don't really have one. Here's the thing. I have sort of a really good family friend when I was growing up, and they were from Arkansas, and they were huge Razorback fans. I've been to Fayetteville. I've been to a baseball game in Fayetteville. I've been to see Arkansas play when they came to Columbia, South Carolina. I went up to the Boom Chickens stadium up there, the upside-down cockroach. So I like Arkansas, but this year I like Missouri because of Kelly Bryant. I'm pulling for Kelly Bryant because I think he got a raw deal from a lot of people. Touchdown, Clemson. He went. ETN runs in untouched. That's his 2nd touchdown tonight. I mean, the IQ of some of you people in here, if you added them all together, I still couldn't put it on more than one hand. You say the same crap over. Clemson's got a cupcake schedule. Clemson's got a cupcake schedule. The ACC sucks. The ACC sucks. You're all fans of teams that cannot beat Alabama. Either that or you're an Alabama fan. I don't know. Believe me, Clemson fans do not care what anybody thinks about their schedule. I promise you. All right, I'm going to change the score here. 21-0 Clemson. Anybody want to take a guess on exactly how much longer this goes on before they take out Trevor Lawrence? You think he'll finish playing at least the first half before they take him out? I do. I think they'll put him in maybe the 3rd quarter or something. What do I think about college baseball? I mean, I like college baseball, but listen, I'm not an expert on it. Okay, I mean, I watch it casually. So, why are you watching the game if you know they winning? I don't know, sir. Maybe it's because I'm a Clemson fan and Clemson's playing football. That's why. Mike Romero wants to know, anyone has a link? Hey, Mike Romero, I'll pay you $20 if somebody gives you a link where you can watch the game on YouTube. Okay? Let me know. Buffalo's up 31-10 on Robert Morris. What's that? UCF up 34-0. What's that UCLA score in Cincinnati right now? Sammy Inabit says that I'm a douchebag, bro. Awesome. Well, you're the douchebag who sits here and watches a douchebag and takes the time out of his day to type to a stranger on the internet that he's a douchebag. So I'm a safe bet that you're the bigger douchebag than me. What's up, Dat Boy Nice? How you doing, sir? Bobby Durkin Jr. May there. Brittany Madison says you're extra. I don't know what that means, but okay, I'll take it. Chip Kelly and Fickle are both trying to suck the worst. Yeah. All right, game's back on. And it looks like it's going to be a touchback. So Georgia Tech will take over at their own 25. Justin Fields' prediction. That's a good question. Finally, an intelligent question. I think Fields is going to be really good. I think it's going to take him maybe 2 or 3 games because he really didn't play a lot of snaps at Georgia, and he damn sure didn't throw the ball a lot, did he? So, I mean, he was a master at handing the football off last year. That's pretty much all he did. I think he handed the ball off probably 100 times and maybe threw 10 passes. I don't know. That's not a very good ratio. But I think Fields is going to be good once he gets a little bit of experience under his belt. Georgia Tech got the ball, pitches it, taken down short of the line of scrimmage for a 1-yard loss. Or they're going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage. All right, 2nd and 10. Oh, man. 2nd and 10. What's up, Mario? How you doing, man? The defense looks good, Uncle Sambo. All right, 2nd and 10. And he's going to roll out. He's going to keep the ball. He picks up about 8 yards. So they're going to have a decision to make here. 4th and 2, I think. They're down 21 points. I think they're going to go for it. Even though they're on their own 35-yard line. This could go badly if they don't get it. 3rd and 2, they're saying. He's going to keep it, and he gets it, and more. He breaks through. Good run by the quarterback there. He picked up about 10 on the play. So 1st and 10, Georgia Tech. Yeah, somebody just asked if I can turn it up. I'll turn it up a little bit. I don't want it to override the microphone too much. I know you guys would like that, but I don't want that to happen. Is that good? Can you hear it better? I'm still going to be talking over it, though, so. Who thinks Duke will beat Alabama? I don't think they'll beat Alabama. I think they'll cover the spread, though. It's like 33-point spread. 1st and 10. And they're going to hand the ball off. And he breaks through. Good run. He picks up about 11. He broke about 3 tackles there. Tough run. 1st and 10, Georgia Tech. What's up, Zachary Mitchell? Church of Bama, I didn't see your playoff prediction. And they hand it off. And another hard run by the Georgia Tech running back. He picks up about 6. And he got hit back at the line of scrimmage, and he got 6 yards out of that. So it's going to be, it looks like 2nd and 4. Frankie Phillips, Poison Peete. Yes. Okay. Where can I watch the game? I don't know. On the ACC network. Second and 4. And they hand the ball off. And another hard run. He's going to be down right at the first down marker. I think they're going to give it to him here. We'll see. No, it looks like they're going to place it like a couple inches short. 3rd and 1. So there's 9 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the first half. Oh, I think they might have stopped him short on 3rd and 1. Let's see where they spot it. What's up, Dragon Slayer 360? Somebody just asked a question. Has TJ scored? TJ? You mean Travis Etienne? Yes, he scored twice. Lin J hasn't scored, no. Oh, and they're going to do a quarterback sneak and get it on 4th and 1. So Georgia Tech keeps the drive alive. Timeout, Georgia Tech. And Brent Venables is about to blow a vein out of his neck. What's up, Alan V? How you doing, man? Good to see you in here. Let me go back up and read that question. Who is scarier on the road, Iowa State or Syracuse? I don't know. I'd say they're about the same. Wayne Gallman was boss. Yes, he was. What's up, Jesse Wheeler? I like Iowa State's coach, though. I like Syracuse's coach, too, though. Thanks. Nothing I have offers, and I'm not paying extra for the channel. Bad choice by them. Thanks again. You're welcome. I wish I could show the game for you guys. I just can't do it. I would if I could, but I can't, so I won't. What's up, Bryant Denny Stadium? Says, hey, Pete. Hello to you, sir. I'm sure if you're here, you're amazing and fantastic, as is everybody in here, with the exception of, a couple people. Have you been a Clemson fan all of your life? Yes, since I was 5 years old, so since 1985. Of course, in this state, you become a fan of one or two teams at a very young age, either Clemson or South Carolina. 14-0 Aggies, Jeremy says. Church of Bama says Clemson will lose 4 games this year. Yeah, okay. Which 4 games would that be? Austin Martin says, I live in Lexington and I'm listening to a commentary on a pontoon. It's the dream life. That does sound awesome. Believe me, I wish I was with you on that pontoon instead of sitting in this house. That sounds fun. I've been to lots of games, yes. Over my life, yes, lots. All right, here we go. 4th and 1. And he's going to be stopped short. Clemson's defense comes through on 4th and 1 and stops him short. That was huge. 8 minutes and 56 seconds left here in the first half. Well, I mean, I'd still listen to you if your TV was behind your shoulder where we could see it. I'd support you when you tell YouTube you didn't know. Yeah, I'm sure that YouTube would buy that. Yeah. You're going to see a lot of young guys coming in soon, very soon. They rotate a lot of players anyway, Clemson does, but they're definitely going to do it whenever they have a big lead. I really want to see Tyson Pumachan, the third-string quarterback, the true freshman. I hope they play him in the second half. And they hand the ball off to Etienne, and he picks up about 3. Church of Bama, crack is not a good drug to be smoking before you come on YouTube, sir. You need to get help. What's up, Avery Fountain? How you doing, ugly ass? I'm great. Oh, interception. That's going to be a pick 6. Wait. Oh, he gets knocked out of bounds by Trevor, runs him down. And Trevor Lawrence ran down the guy and knocked him out of bounds. So anyway, it's going to be 1st and goal. Georgia Tech on the Clemson, Clemson 1-yard line. That's got to be the first interception that Trevor Lawrence has thrown in. He didn't throw any in the playoffs last year. He didn't throw any against Alabama or Notre Dame. I'm trying to think of the last time he threw one. Did he throw one against South Carolina at the end of the year? I don't even remember. How much do you pay for that new sticker? Oh, you mean the stickers on YouTube? I don't know. That's a good question. All right. And they are going to be short. So it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. Oh, the big, the fathead? That was like $110 or something. 2nd and goal. And they're going to stop him again. They're trying to strip the ball. So it's going to be 3rd and goal. What's up, Slim Shady Canes? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. I'm sure if you're here, you're amazing and fantastic, but I already know that you are. Duolingo Bird Fwops. That's a hell of a name. Hello, sir. 3rd and goal. Here we go, guys. Of course, I think they're going to go for it even if they don't get it on 3rd down. I would. And timeout by Georgia Tech. So that's going to be their 2nd timeout of the first half. What's my Instagram or Snapchat? You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Twitter. Pigskin Pete, just like it's spelled on the YouTube channel. You can also find my website, howardsrock.net. That's on Facebook. It's not on Twitter yet. So I do have an Instagram. I don't ever go on Instagram right now. So it's hard enough to keep up with Facebook and Twitter. So. Yeah, Slim Shady Cane's tough loss, dude. Man, Miami should have won that game, dude. I mean, anyway, I'm not telling you something you don't already know. Davian Wilson says, hey, how are you? Thanks for the commentating. You're welcome. I'm glad that somebody, or at least a few people in here, appreciate the commentating that can't watch the game instead of just crying and whining to me about not showing the game. That boy used Facebook. I use Facebook for my business, my website, sir. I don't use it for personal use. I don't have a personal Facebook page. I don't have a personal Twitter page. All I have is a Pigskin Pete Facebook page, a Pigskin Pete Twitter page, and a howardsrock.net Facebook page. I think I just said that a minute ago. I mean, I don't know if I stuttered or what. How did I get that huge sticker? Just ordered it. Go to Fathead. I think it's fathead.com or something. Yeah. Tell you one thing, though. That thing was a pain in the ass to put on the wall. It took me like an hour, and I had to have someone help me do it, too. Tate Martell prediction. My prediction for Tate Martell is he better switch positions to wide receiver, which I think he's going to, or he won't be starting quarterback at any major program, in the country. So he's not really that good. Tell Alex about Howard's Rock. What's he want to know about it? You mean the actual Howard's Rock or my website? If he wants to know about the website, he can go look at it himself, howardsrock.net. If he wants to know about the real Howard's Rock, He can Google it. The real Howard's Rock was a rock that was given to Frank Howard in 1966 from Death Valley, California. The meaning of Howard's Rock is just it was a gift given to given to Frank Howard in 1966 when he was the coach at Clemson. Originally, the story goes that, of course now it's in the stadium on top of the hill, and they rub it before they run down. But originally, he just took the rock and used it as like a door stopper for his office, and then they made it sort of a tradition to start rubbing the rock before the games. The old famous quote, "If you're not ready to play the season, then keep your filthy hands off my damn rock." That's the story. I'm not telling it again. All right, 3rd and goal. And he's going to be, touchdown, I think. There was a whistle before the play. I don't know. I guess there's a flag or something. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have hose. I have a hot wife, sir. Probably something that you don't have. But you're right. I don't have hose. Who do you think is better, Justin Fields or Jake Fromm? I don't know, man. I want to say Justin Fields, but I haven't seen enough to say that. Jake Fromm's won some big-time games. So, I don't know. Allison Evans. Welcome, and you're welcome. 3rd and goal. 21-0. From the 1.5-yard line. Quarterback keeper, and he's going to be stopped short by Clemson again. All right, so I'm assuming they're going to go for it on 4th down. I mean, I would if I was Georgia Tech. What do they have to lose? Who got the ball first? Clemson got the ball first, so Georgia Tech will get it to start the second half. Fields isn't as good as advertised. We'll see. All right, here we go. 4th and goal. He rolls out to the right. He's being chased down. And it's intercepted by Clemson. They got a pick. Listen to this. So they get a pick running all the way down. He gets chased down by Trevor Lawrence, the quarterback, knocked out of bounds at the 1-yard line, and they can't get in on their first 3 tries and then throw a pick on 4th down. Oh, that's painful if you're a Georgia Tech fan. What's up, Tom Kayak? Yes, my wife liked it. She did. David Fogel, how you doing, sir? Listen, I'm not going to mute Church of Bama as if he just says stupid stuff. I mean, people can come on here and make themselves look stupid as much as they possibly want to. I have very few rules. No racism, no homophobic statements. Don't threaten anybody, I mean, basic, simple human decency. But if you want to be a moron on here, you can do that. There's no problem with that. Believe me, there's plenty of them on here. Yeah, the cigar guy says Chip Kelly's wishing he never left Oregon. Yeah, he should have never left Oregon. He had a cake job there. Ever since he's left, he hasn't done crap. What's up, Christian? How have I been? I've been amazing and fantastic, sir. How have you been? All right, so first and 13, rather. Hands the ball off to Etienne, runs up the middle for about 6 yards or something, 5 or 6 yards. Jalen Mason, no, I can't. DOA Commander, y'all ready for this win? Yes. What's the score? The score is on the screen, isn't it? Is the score on the screen? And it looks like they're going to ETN picks up the first down, 1st and 10 Clemson, just inside 6 minutes left in the first half here. I'm late, but what's your opinion on the Saints-Rams no pass interference call? I thought it was a terrible call. You know it was even more terrible than the call? The whining and crying for weeks and months on end from Saints fans. That was pitiful. All right, 1st and 10. Dixon, up the middle. First down, Dixon. He picks up about 11. Yes, big on the screen. What does that mean? Speak English, sir. Show the game. No. Lynn J. Dixon get the ball again. Up the middle for another first down. Another 11-yard gain. 1st and 10, Tigers. See you later, Landon. Take it easy. There's just inside 5 minutes left in the second quarter here. Avery Fountain says, show the game. No. Lawrence back to pass. Throws it deep. Higgins with the big catch inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Did you see that catch? Oh, my goodness. It's almost unfair with Clemson's receivers, man. It's unfair. If I had to pick, I'll take ETN for Heisman. What about you, Pete? No quarterbacks. If you're taking quarterbacks out of the conversation, yeah, I'd take ETN. I think Justin Taylor's, he's another one that's really good. The difference, everyone talks about how Justin Taylor, he had over 2,000 yards last year, Justin Taylor did, but he had almost 3 times the amount of carries that ETN did. And ETN had 1,800 yards and 25 touchdowns? That was an amazing play. Mark the Ham X says, can I get a mod? Mark the Ham, I appreciate the $1.99 donation, but I don't give people a mod just for donating, to the super chat. The people who get mod status are the people that are here all the time and support me. So keep showing up, keep showing out, and eventually you'll get it. But no hard feelings, and thank you, sir, for the super chat. I appreciate it. Yes, ETN is average. Right. You keep saying that, sir. I was bullied in high school. You obviously didn't know me in high school, sir. Who do I think is going to win the Heisman? I think that Trevor Lawrence should. Listen, I think it's either going to be Tua or Lawrence. I think that Jalen Hurts actually has a chance in that Oklahoma offense to put up some big numbers. So he could be in the conversation too. Did I not change the score? Hold on a second. I didn't change the score, did I? It's 28-0, right? Yeah. All right. Thanks for reminding me, guys. Believe me. I forget more than I don't to do that. There you go. Who do I think the best Georgia player is? Well, I would have to say that Swift is, if he can stay healthy. Shannon Smith says, have fun. Clemson's already won this game. Thank you for stopping in. There has been 2 passing touchdowns. Wait, no, 3. That was the only passing touchdown. There's been 3 rushing touchdowns. So ETN has 2 rushing touchdowns. Trevor Lawrence has 1 rushing touchdown. And Higgins has 1 receiving touchdown. What's up, Dondre? Welcome back, sir. I'm glad that you love Clemson, and I'm glad that you love Clemson fans. I appreciate that. What do I think about Dylan Moses' injury? I think that's terrible. I think anytime a college player or even a pro player gets injured, I mean, nobody wants that. And he's a really good player, too. I feel terrible for him. How many passing yards does Trevor have? I don't know. I really don't know. Somebody else could probably tell you in the chat. I don't have that stat. Why does Miami always blow it? That's a good question. Pete, what do you think about me smashing your wife? I mean, I don't know. What do you think about my wife smashing your face? Because I'm sure she would have no problem doing that. It'd be easy work for her. What's up, George? How you doing, man? Austin Martin says, Pigskin Pete, I got to go, but I'll be here for, well, you just retracted it. I was reading it. And a complete pass for Georgia Tech, and he gets a first down. 1st and 10, Georgia Tech. There's about 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in the second quarter. And, no, I can't show the game. Oh, okay. Thanks, Austin. I'll see you next week, buddy. $113 passing yards. There you go. Whoever asked that earlier. There's your answer. Ooh, big time sack. Man, there was about 5 Tigers on him. That was a big loss. I don't know how many yards he lost there. A lot, though. That's about a 10-yard loss. And that's KJ Henry was the first one with the hands on him. That's a guy that I've been screaming about all offseason. Is KJ Henry. He was redshirted last year, but he's as talented as they get. Him and Xavier Thomas, I mean, they're as good as it gets. Rob Jackson. Thanks for doing this. You know you can kind of see the game in your sunglasses reflection. Well, there you go. For everyone who wants me to share the game, just look right here. Get you a magnifying glass or whatever, and there you go. Thanks for that. That's a good solution to the problem. Just look through my sunglasses. Jacob, who do you think is going to win the national championship this year? I don't know. I mean, first of all, I believe most of the time, anybody who gets in the playoffs can win the national championship. So, you know, I know the answer people want me to say is that Clemson's going to win it, but that's an extremely arrogant thing to say. Week 1 of the season is that my team's going to win the national championship. It's just, I mean, there's no way of me knowing that. Alabama could, sure. There's probably about 5 or 6 teams that could, as of today. And Dondre says he's glad he didn't bet any money on the over. Did you bet on Clemson to cover? All right, 3rd and 16. Georgia Tech hands it off. Oh, no, he doesn't. It was an option, and he kept it. Hell, he even faked me out. Anyway, taken down for a big loss. Yeah. This is unbelievable that Georgia Tech continues to run these option plays. If I was a Georgia Tech fan, I'd be banging my head against the wall right now. They're expecting to see, some passing, and here they come out looking like Paul Johnson again. Who's my favorite Alabama player? Well, obviously Jerry Jeudy. is, I think, the most talented. I like Tua, honestly. I mean, he's a likable guy. I mean, if you don't like Tua as a person, then you're probably an asshole. I mean, he's one of the nicest guys in the world. Peete drinks Colors Light or Coors Light. Yeah, I drink anything that has beer on the can or bottle. I don't really care. I'm not a Coors Light guy, but I'll drink it. How many times left? Hold on a second. I'll tell you in a second. I think it's inside 2 minutes, but I'll give you the exact time in a second here. What's up, DeMario Gurley? What about Kelly Bryant? What about him? I like Kelly Bryant. Natty Light? I mean, I'll drink it, sure. Do I like rap music? Yes, I do. All right, so there's 2 minutes and 12 seconds left in the first half, and there's a flag on the play. My favorite craft beer is Sweetwater. Is that even considered a craft beer anymore? I get this. It's a big company now. I like Sweetwater, a lot of them. Sweetwater 420 is really my favorite, probably. I like Yingling, too. Listen, it'd be easier for me to name beers I don't like than the ones I do like, because I like most all of them. 1st and 15. Lawrence back to pass. Over the middle, complete. To Higgins again, another big play. First down. They're looking to score again before the half here. Sunshine for MVP already. Okay, DeJone Gurley? Is that how you say your name? I don't want to butcher your name. I'm just going to call you Gurley. How about that? I don't know what Oberon beer is. I've never had that. Lawrence back to pass again. 1st and 10. Throws another deep ball to Ross, and he catches it. Was he inbounds? I think he caught it. He got it. I think he had his foot in. Oh, they're discussing it. These catches by these receivers, Higgins and Ross, are unbelievable. Yeah, they called it the catch. You like Kevin Gates? My favorite rapper is Tech 9, and it's not even close. Not even close. I take it you're not a strong liquor guy? Yes, I am. I love bourbon, mainly bourbon. I mean, I'll drink vodka, but I like bourbon, really. Yeah. The only thing I don't like is gin. Gin's disgusting. But vodka, whiskey, bourbon, rum, whatever. It's all good. ICP? No, I don't really like ICP. Have I shot a Tech 9? No, I have not. Yes, Peete blackens the sun and bloodies the moon. Thank you, Christian. Christian knows. Christian's been watching the Pigskin Pete YouTube channel. All right. Have I played NBA 2K? No, I haven't. I'm not a gamer. Sorry. Not that I have anything against it. I just haven't played it. All right. They said it was incomplete after the official review. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. There's 1 minute and 45 seconds. Is it just me, or has this been the longest first half in the history of football? Halftime's going to be 35-0 Clemson, most likely, yes. I hope so. Has Clemson rushed a lot? Yeah, they've been pretty balanced, but yeah, they've rushed probably a little bit more than they passed it. He's going to dump it out to ETN on the 2nd down. ETN is taken down after about a 3-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and, let's see, 3rd and 7 maybe. Yeah, 3rd and 7. Clock is running inside 1.5 minutes. It is great. Clemson is dominating. Yes, of course. Anybody who's been a Clemson fan for a long time knows exactly how great it is. Hey, Pigskin, Pete North here, old porn star. Are you the real Peter North, sir? Huge Clemson fan. Do I think Kelly Bryant will do good? Yes, I do think he'll do good. Clemson fan since Danny Ford. I guess technically I was too. In 85. Of course, I was only 5 years old. But, yeah, Ford was there then. What's up, Jay Dudley, says War Eagle. All right, so Clemson punts on 4th and 7. The clock is running. And that was not a very good punt. Anyway, it goes out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So exactly a minute left here in the second quarter, 28-0. Clemson, Georgia Tech takes over. How many yards you think Pete gonna put up? I don't know what the hell that means, but sure. My favorite NFL team. I don't know if you can't see this. Maybe you can't see it. The Panthers, Carolina Panthers. What do I think of Ole Miss? I feel sorry for Ole Miss fans that Hugh Freeze is such a low life that he ruined that program for at least the next 3 or 4 years. And then he gets hired at a Christian school after what he did. What a joke. They should be ashamed of themselves. So to answer your question, I feel bad for Ole Miss fans. I'm a man. I'm 40. Why in the world would you be a Gamecock fan? You must not be talking to me. All right. Here we go. 1st and 10. Back to pass. Throws a strike, and it's knocked down. Who's that, Tanner Muse? Oh, Tyler Gabers. All right, so it's going to be 2nd and 10. Do I think Jacob Eason will do good? Yeah, I think Jacob Eason's a better fit at Washington than he was at Georgia because of the style of offense that they run in Washington compared to what they run in Georgia. Yeah, I think he'll do good there. All right, 2nd and 10. And the quarterback's going to keep it, and he's going to get flushed out. Oh, no. Pete, are you sponsored by Beats by Dre? No, but I'm open to sponsorships. I'm sponsored by BetNow.eu. If you want to wager on college football, hit the link in the description of this video to BetNow. Deposit some money, enter the promo code Pete, P-E-E-T-E, and they will give you a 100% bonus on your deposit. And, of course, they will also donate some money to St. Jude's Children's Hospital at the end of the season. Hashtag Sam Strong. Jack Daniels or Jim Beam, Pete? I like Jim Beam, but you know what I like better than both Jack Daniels and Jim Beam is Evan Williams. Nate Joel says Lou is better than Pete. That's great, sir. Then why don't you go watch Uncle Lou? And believe me, I know Lou, and he probably thinks you're a dumbass too, just like I do. What's up, Dennis Wilson? How you doing, sir? Gentleman Jack's good, yes. Dennis, I'm worried about you guys versus North Carolina. We'll see how North Carolina looks against South Carolina. All right, hold on. 3rd and 9 from the 26. And there we go. He snaps it. Low snap. He's got nowhere to go. What the hell was that? I don't even know how to describe that play. What just happened was terrible. I'll just tell you that much. And so, 4th and 9. Buffalo Trace or Evan Williams? Evan Williams. Evan Williams is my favorite. I don't care how cheap it is. It's good. It tastes good. Pete, as a Panthers fan, who do you hate in the NFC South the most? The Falcons. I hate the Saints too, but the Falcons definitely by a long shot. Do you take SARMs? SARMs? I don't even know what that is. If you're talking to me. Do I watch baseball? Not much. I watch the playoffs. All right. So Clemson gets the ball back. 1st and 10, Clemson. There's 32 seconds left here in the first half, I mean. We'll see what they do here. I'm thinking they're just going to kneel it. They might take one shot down the field and see if they can do something, but I don't know why they'd risk a turnover here. Just go in the locker room and take your 28-0 lead. That's what I would do. 24-14 Cincinnati. I almost bet that game, man. Lawrence over the middle to Higgins, incomplete. Pete, can you moan for 5 seconds? There's not a chance in hell that that's happening, sir. So the answer is no. Pete, it's up to you. Who do you want to perform in this year's halftime show for the playoff? I mean, if I care, no offense, but if I cared any less who performed at the halftime, then, I mean, I don't know. I don't care. 2nd and 10. And it's complete to Ross, and he gets out of bounds. So there's 22 seconds left here. And that was a first down. Clemson Jesus says I'm always responding to him. 1st and 10. And he's just going to throw it away. And there's a flag on the play. Pete, take a shot of liquor for each touchdown. Well, I won't do that, but I am going to come back after halftime with some liquor. Probably, I think all we have is vodka. That's what I'm going to drink. Do you remember Terry Tate, Pete? Yes. Do I like classic rock? Yes, I do. I like everything. I'm not a big fan of country music, unless it's old country music. I don't really like the new country music. Not my thing. Mrs. Pete likes it, though. All right, 1st and 20. Trevor Lawrence, back to pass. Oh, incomplete to Higgins. Clemson's offensive line's playing really good. He's getting a lot of time to stand back there. Why do you have one Panthers thing? I have much more than one Panthers thing, sir. I mean, you can't see what this room looks like. You can only see what's behind me on the wall. So the answer to that is I have a lot more than one Panthers thing. All right. Trevor back to pass. Throws it downfield. Intercepted again. Why did he even throw that? Oh, and then he fumbles it. All right, first half is over. All right, listen, guys. I'll be back for the second half. I always take a break during halftime and I need a break real quick. So listen, you're welcome to stay here, chat amongst yourselves. I don't know if you got to go pee, go get a drink, walk your dog, smoke a cigarette, whatever it is you do during half times, you can go ahead and do it now. But don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. I promise. Thank you. All right, I'm back, everybody. Thank you for everybody who stuck around for halftime. And while we're waiting on the game here, we'll just chat. I still can't believe that Georgia Tech is running the option as much as they are. But it's not working, I mean, clearly. So they may as well take their chances and try to move the ball down the field. They're not going to be able to dink and dunk their way back into this game. So, Frankie Phillips, what's up, sir? The score is on the screen. It is 28-0 at halftime. Chris says it's revenge season for Bama. Yes, it is. I do believe that does motivate players when they lose a national championship or a playoff game to play better the next year. So I agree with you. Pete, who had the better season, Kyler Murray or Baker Mayfield? Well, stat-wise, Kyler Murray did. I think Baker Mayfield's a better quarterback, though. What's up, DeKing? How you doing? I don't know. I still like Kyler Murray. I still think Kyler Murray will succeed in the NFL. I'm in the minority in thinking that because he's got an elite arm. He can make any pass on the field. I don't think that his height is as big of a deal as people make it. His biggest problem is the fact that the head coach of the team that he's playing on in the NFL is not very good. Not only was he not very good in the NFL, but he wasn't very good in college either. How do you be mediocre coach at Texas Tech and get a head coaching job at Arizona? Somebody explain that to me. So, I don't know. I think this experiment with Cliff Kingsbury is not going to last very long, maybe 2 seasons, and then he'll get fired. And that will be the time that Kyler Murray starts to play better, when he gets an actual NFL coach in there. So, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think Cliff Kingsbury is a very good coach. According to Cliff, how is Cliff Kingsbury a good coach? According to who? Did you see his record at Texas Tech? It was abysmal. Point spread is covers. Over and under is a bust. What was the over-under? I know the point spread was around 36. I don't know what the over-under was. Just the gambler who was down to take 36.5 and looking to be updated. I appreciate the update. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Clemson's going to cover, no problem. The reason I didn't take that bet for my my Bet Now contest, hashtag Sam Strong, was because, first of all, I didn't know what Georgia Tech was going to look like, even though I knew they couldn't compete with Clemson. But I figured that that Clemson would get a big lead and then take their foot off the gas. So I wasn't willing to take that gamble on Clemson as far as the point spread went. But the over-under was 61. Yeah. And then Clemson better score 55. But I don't see Georgia Tech scoring that many points. They might end up with 14 points because Clemson's going to end up putting their second and third string in. I'd be surprised if you see Trevor Lawrence for the rest of the game. We'll see. All right, so Clemson kicks it off the start of the third quarter. And it's going to be a touchback. Georgia Tech will take over from their own 25. Yeah, E.J. Holton, that's a good point. Triple option style personnel with a pro-style offense. Yeah, I hate to see it. Well, actually, I would like to see it because they really have not been running a very pro-style offense. They've been doing a lot of option. They've been about 50-50, but they're running a lot more option plays than I thought they would. I think the only reason they're doing that is because they have a bunch of triple option personnel. They don't really have much of a choice. Who do we have behind ETN? We've got Lynn J. Dixon is second on the depth chart. He's got a good game so far. And the one I'm excited to see, we haven't seen him yet tonight, is Michael Dukes, the true freshman. Anyway, it's going to be second down. I just missed that play. Georgia Tech picked up a few yards there. It's going to be 2nd and 8. Georgia Tech drops back to pass, and he's going to be taken down by 4 Tigers for a big loss. He didn't have a chance. That quarterback is getting bashed. K. Kime, as a Buckeye fan, I would like to tell you not to expect an undefeated season. I never expect it. K. Kime, no offense, you must be new here because I've said a million times on this channel, I never expect an undefeated season, ever. So, we agree. All right, 3rd and 18, and he's going to be taken down for another big loss. That poor quarterback he's going to be hurting tomorrow. It's going to be 4th and about 10 miles, so they're going to punt it away. How bad are the Tigers beating the Geeks is 28-0. Yes. Do I know the actual sunshine that went to South Carolina? No. Oh, do I know it was a true story? Yeah, I know that. I thought you were asking me if I knew him. No. Look at Georgia Tech's punter. He's bigger than their lineman. Dude must weigh like 280. All right, so Clemson takes over at their own 40-yard line. And it looks like Lawrence is coming out. I'm surprised they're not putting him on the bench. I'm a little bit surprised to see that. You want to go to Death Valley one day? Yeah, if you've never been, you sure do want to go. It's an awesome place. All right, 1st and 10. Lawrence hands the ball off to Etienne. Breaks a tackle, breaks 2 tackles. Picks up about 12 yards. You've not been for a game, then you got to do whatever you can do to go. Believe me. All right, hands it off to Etienne. Breaks a big run, another touchdown. That's the 3rd touchdown for Etienne tonight. I don't know how many yards he's got, but it's got to be about he's got to be getting near 200 yards. He's making a Heisman campaign starting in the first game. James Lewis, the best thing about the quarterback is he's from Georgia. He's not actually from Georgia, sir. He's actually from Tennessee. But, yeah, he played high school ball in Georgia, so we can agree on that. But we do like to steal all the Georgia quarterbacks and win national titles with them. I know that really makes the Georgia fans mad, watching Deshaun Watson and Trevor Lawrence win national titles, and they're over there with Jake Fromm. All right, let me change the score real quick. $35-0. So anybody who took not 25, 35. Anybody who took the Clemson to cover the spread is looking pretty good right now. So congratulations to everybody who did that. If you didn't, then that sucks. Trevor is ahead of his time to be as young as he is. Yes, listen, he is. Anybody who knows anything about football can just look at him and tell how good he is. I mean, that's not me being a homer. That's just a fact. Jeremy Vincent says Clemson's looking again. Congrats to you guys. I mean, listen, Clemson's looking good. I don't think really anybody really expected them not to look good because they're just loaded with talent. But I mean, part of this is that Georgia Tech is just not a very good team. So I mean, I would take that part of it with a grain of salt, you know. But yeah, they do look good. I mean, they're doing what you're supposed to do against bad teams and you know, blowing them out. So that's what you're supposed to do. Do not like passing offense, but it's early. I don't know, Dondre. I mean, they've had some pretty big passing plays in this game, but we'll see what they look like when they play against an elite defense. That's a different story. Who do they play next week? They play Texas A&M next week. Yeah, and the defense looks amazing. This game is to make them feel good. To make who feel good? I honestly want to play you guys in the playoffs this year. Are you up for a game in the desert or a game in Atlanta? Yes, I'm up for any playoff game. Welcome back, Christian. Jeremy, I like Arkansas. Somebody asked me that earlier. I don't really like any SEC teams, but I do like Arkansas. I had a good friend growing up. They were Arkansas fans, and I've been to Fayetteville. Cool place. So, and plus Chad Morris, the former offensive coordinator for Clemson, is their head coach, so it's another reason to like them. And they're underdogs in pretty much every game they play in conference, so that's another reason to like them. Always root for the underdog type thing. Yeah. Christian says the game is boring. It's boring for anybody who's not a Clemson fan. I just want to see some of these young guys. At this point, I want them to take Trevor out. I want to see some of these other quarterbacks and some of these young receivers. I'm happy that KJ's finally getting some tick. Yes. I've been screaming about KJ Henry all off season. And Xavier Thomas, but I think most people knew about Xavier just from last year. But I won't do the Clemson game next week. I won't. This might be the only Clemson game I do this year. I want to spread it around too. I try to keep it somewhat objective on this YouTube channel and try to cover a bunch of other good games from different teams. Big time pass play from Georgia Tech. Taken down about the 20-yard line. That's the biggest offensive play for Georgia Tech so far this game. And it was actually a passing play. That was about a 60-yard play there. You know what, Christian? I might do Duke versus Alabama. I need to look at the schedule. What time's that game on? 3:30? Yeah, I do. Hold on. Oh, another big play by Georgia Tech, a run, and he picks up about 12. As far as the live streams go during the football season, I do a live call-in show every Friday night, so I'll be doing that tomorrow night. It's called the Live Beer Drinker Stream. People can call in, argue with me, not argue with me, whatever tickles your fancy. And then I do a primetime college football game every Saturday. So, yes, I will be doing a lot more streams. First and goal. And it's the option pitch. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. About time. That was an impressive drive right there by the Yellow Jackets, I got to say. Yeah, Bryant-Denny Stadium. Look, I concede that the SEC is the deepest, toughest conference in football. Anybody who doesn't think that right now is an idiot. Believe me, I know that. But these idiots that walk around and act like Clemson only is winning because they're in the ACC, I don't know. They're casual football fans. They don't know anything about football. It's just the way it is. But you're right, sir, and thank you for not being a total idiot. You actually make sense. Who do I think will replace Saban? No idea. But I don't think it will be Dabo. Will Dabo go there one day in the far-off future? Maybe. He definitely won't be the guy that replaces Saban. I don't even know. I mean, if you're an Alabama fan, who would you want to replace Saban? I mean, obviously, no one's going to be able to live up to that. But I mean, can you name one guy that you'd want other than Dabo? Yes, I have a beer drinking football stream on Friday nights where people can call in live. Yes, thank you. I'll change the score right now. Sorry. Did I play football? I didn't play high school football. I played what we have. It's called Sertoma. No, I didn't play high school football. Like every other kid in the South, I played, junior high age. If you had to compare Trevor Lawrence to any NFL quarterback, past or present, who would it be? That's a good question too. I would say he's Peyton Manning, but with a better arm, a bigger arm, and he's big like Andrew Luck. So a little bit like Peyton Manning and a little bit like Andrew Luck, kind of a mixture there. Will Feaster make a difference for South Carolina? Yes, he definitely will. They were a little bit thin at running back. I think he'll do good for them. Yes, Bryant Denny, believe me. You're speaking to the choir, sir. When you have a YouTube channel that's based around college football and you're a Clemson guy, you wouldn't believe some of the nonsense that I hear on here. But anyway, it is what it is. You can tell who the people that really watch football and the ones that don't are pretty easily. Sounds like a Colts player to me. Joe Anderson, are you a Colts fan? I see the relation there. Peyton Manning and Andrew Luck, both Colts players. All right, hold on. I'll answer that question in a second, Christian. So 11 minutes and 40 seconds left. Georgia Tech finally scored a touchdown, got some points on the board, and they're kicking off right now. And receives it, and he's going to take it out across the 20 to about the 23. All the injuries for Alabama, should we be concerned? Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I know Alabama's got a lot of depth, but I'd be concerned, especially with Moses being out, because, listen, from what I know, he's the best player on the defense probably, right? And maybe the emotional leader of the defense. So, yeah, I'd be concerned. Now, I wouldn't say that knocks them out of the conversation or anything. They're still Alabama. But, yeah, any injury like that it should be a concern. Hold on. 1st and 10, Clemson, and Lawrence is still in there. Hands it off to Lynn J. Dixon. Dixon, for a big gain, picks up about 15 yards. Going to be 1st and 10 again. Yeah. Dondre Crawford says he doesn't agree that the SEC is the best conference. That's the age-old debate, isn't it? I mean, if they're not the best conference, then who is, right? But I don't know. Lynn J. Dixon, again, picks up about 3. Here's the thing. I will concede that the SEC is the deepest right now, as of 2019. What's today's date? August 30th, whatever. But I don't think there's that big of a separation between them and the Big Ten, and maybe even the Big 12 at this point. I don't know. They're not that much more dominant than everybody else. They're just not. Lynn J. Dixon picks up about 3 more. Have they put the cheerleaders in yet? No, they haven't. That's a good Matthew Rixner. That's a good comparison to Joe Montana. That's a good one. All right, 3rd and 4. Lawrence back to pass. Over the middle, complete. Who is that, Ngata? Oh, that's a tight end. So 1st and 10, that was about a 20-yard gain there. Man, he was wide open. Hold on, that's a good question right there. I'll get to that in a second. Lawrence hands it off to... Who is that? I didn't even see who that was. Anyway, 2nd down and 8. How do I think that Clemson's D-line compares to last year's? I'll answer that in a minute, too. 2nd and 8. 9 minutes and 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Hands it off. Big gain. 1st down. Listen, I don't think you can compare him to last year's. Last year's Clemson defensive line is definitely the best defensive line ever at Clemson, and one of the best defensive lines ever in college football. Some say maybe the best. So, are they as good as last year? No, they're not. They're a lot younger, but they're still going to be a top. I still think they'll be a top 5 defense in the country. 1st and 10. Another handoff, picks up about 4. As a Big 12 guy, after our loss to the Cyclones in 2017, people kept saying you lost to Iowa State. I told them Iowa State's great. This year, guys, we'll see. 3 weeks later, they beat TCU. Well, in 2016, Clemson lost to Syracuse and won the national title. So, in 2017, they lost to Pitt and still went to the playoffs before they got beat badly by Alabama. No, it happens. It's hard to go undefeated, man. I don't care who you are. Who's Clemson's backup quarterback? Chase Bryce is. What's up, Mr. You Mad Bro? How you doing? Good to see you here, sir. I'm sure if you're here, you're amazing and fantastic, but I already know that you are, and you're welcome. The 3rd-string quarterback is Tyson Pamuchan, or Pamuchan. I don't even know how to pronounce it. I think that's right. It's got a funky spelling. As an OU fan, do you think Alex Grinch will turn OU's defense for the better? Well, I hope so. They kept Stoops for too long, man. They should have fired him several years ago. So, yes, I think he'll do better. Listen, if Oklahoma had even a top 40 defense in the country, they'd be almost unbeatable. I mean, they were in the hundreds last year. They were dead last in the country in pass defense. Dead last. And they still made the playoffs. So if they had even a decent defense, they'd be really tough to beat. His talent ceiling is very high. He hasn't even scratched the surface. He's been being sunshine. Yeah. He'll be the first overall pick in the draft. No doubt about it. What's up, Slita? Sports Live in the ATL says, Pete, you're the man. Tech sucks. Everyone go check out my man, Slita. Sports Live in the ATL. He's got a YouTube channel. Covers a lot of Atlanta sports, including the Braves, the Falcons, and I don't know, maybe the Hawks too. I don't know. Look at this Clemson lover. Coach should put in the quarterback a long time ago to finish the game out. What? What are you talking about? Do you have a podcast? If not, will you make one? That's a good question, Clemson Jesus. So I'm going to, again, talk about howardsrock.net and Fanpride.zone. That's my new venture other than YouTube. A lot of more exclusive content over on those websites than you're going to get here on YouTube. But YouTube is still a lot of fun for me to do, and I would never give up on all my people that support me in here. But the answer to that is yes, eventually I will have a podcast, but that's probably going to be posted on the Howard's Rock site. Cincinnati won. What was the final score of that? Put me in at quarterback? Yeah. I'm sure I'll last about 2 seconds and get my neck broken. Of course, Slita is a little bit delusional. He thinks that the Falcons are going to win a Super Bowl. There's no way that's happening. 24-14. Damn, I knew I should have bet that game. Here we go. Lynn J. Dixon through the middle. Touchdown. I've been telling everybody about him all off season too. This guy, it's really almost unfair, the amount of talent they have on offense. There's not a deeper offense. I know people, Alabama's definitely got a deep offense. Oklahoma, Ohio State, even with the new coach, is going to have a really talented offense. But there's just not, pound for pound, player for player, there's not another offense in America that's as deep as Clemson. They're just not. Frankie Phillips, Pete, what's up with the sunglasses? I wear these so that you can't see into my soul. And because it pisses people off to no end. And so the more people bitch about my sunglasses, the more that I wear them. It's the way I do things around here. Do you think Georgia Tech will have a winning season? No, I don't. I don't know. They might. If they make a bowl game, that'll be impressive. Do you think the people say Clemson's a weak schedule because they're just on a level? Well, here's why people say that Clemson has a weak schedule. It's because they're a fan of a team that's not winning national championships and not able to beat Alabama. And they're jealous. And jealousy is not a very good trait to have. It's not very endearing. So, do I fart while broadcasting? Yeah, I'm sure that I do. Yes. What does my tat say? I have liberty on that arm and freedom on that arm. All right, so Georgia Tech receives the ball. Yeah, the ACC sucks balls, and so does your team, whoever that is. BYU and Utah are playing right now. Who do you got? Well, I don't know. What do they call that game? The Holy War? The two Mormon schools? I don't know, man. Look, I think that I guess I'm on the Utah bandwagon like everybody else. They're supposedly supposed to have an amazing team this year, so we'll see. All right, 1st and 10, Georgia Tech. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper. He keeps it and runs for about 6 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 4, 7 minutes and 52 seconds left in the third quarter. Did I change the score, by the way? Yeah, I realize that the ACC is a conference, not a team. I don't know. Do you see an ACC helmet behind me, or does that look like a Clemson helmet to you? And they're going to take him down short of the first down, so it's going to be 4th and short. My pick for Oregon and Auburn, I'm going to pick Auburn, even though I think that Oregon, I think it's going to be close. All right, see you, Frankie. Hold on, let me change the score before I forget. All right, it's going to be 3rd and 2. Going to hand the ball off, and he's going to fight for it, and he's going to get the first down. So it's going to be 1st down, Georgia Tech. All right, see you, Sleeta. All right, 1st and 10, Georgia Tech drops back to pass. It's tipped, and it's intercepted at the 30, down at the 20-yard line. That's the 3rd turnover for Georgia Tech tonight. And, wow. Clemson's defense looks awesome. Tulio wasn't even a top 100 recruit. I'm hearing a lot of Bama fans telling me that he's even better than Tua. I don't believe that until I see it. A Slim Shady Canes, I think so too. As a matter of fact, I did a video, when was it? It's up on the website. It's up on Howard's Rock and the Fanpride.zone website if you become a member with Bobby Durkins. And I said, I think that Miami has a very high upside this year. They're just going to get better. Florida's not, though. I mean, Miami's offense looked inept, and their offensive line looked terrible. But the defense looked really good. And I just think the quarterback and the offensive line are both going to get better. They're just very young. What do I think of Madden rankings? I don't think of it. No. All right, 2nd down and 8 from the 20 or from the 19. Hey, Chase Bryce is in at quarterback. Are they going to hand the ball off? Who is that, Linjay again? Oh, that was Rinky. 3rd and... 3rd and 3. How many yards does ETN have so far? I don't know. He's got to have close to 200 yards. I'm not even kidding. He had a 90-yard touchdown, and he had a lot more big plays. He's pushing 200 yards. I don't know what the exact stat is. It's a lot. 205. There you go. 3rd and 3. Bryce hands it off again, and he'll be taken down for about a yard loss there. 4th down. Looks like Clemson's most likely going to kick a field goal here. The ACC will be good when Taggart leaves. Well, yeah. That's a good question, K. Kime. Yes, I do. I think so. Yeah, DJ will probably start whenever Trevor gets drafted. I think so, yeah. 4th and 4. Bryce rolls out to the right, throws it. Oh, and he was wide open. Spector dropped it. Spector is putting shame on that number 13 Hunter Renfro number, wearing that Renfro jersey, man. You're supposed to catch that. Renfro would have caught that. That was a good pass. Oh, my God. Dude, you got to make that catch. Y'all leave my drunk Uncle Willie alone. Clemson going back-to-back. All in, baby, says Jacob Cannon. All right. So it's 1st and 10, Georgia Tech from the 15. Going to hand the ball off. Yeah, when you're down 42-7, let's run the ball. That always works. 4 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Bill Snyder. I'm glad Bill Snyder retired because I really did not want to see an old man die on the sideline. That would have been terrible. 2nd and 7. Deep pass, and he's covered. Incomplete. Shouldn't have thrown that ball. Trevor Lawrence is garbage. If by garbage you mean he's amazing, then yeah, you're right. What am I drinking? I have vodka and soda in this cup. Who makes the playoffs then? I don't know. I just said Alabama, Clemson, Oklahoma, and my dark horse is Oregon. But I think there's probably at least 2 other teams in the SEC that could possibly make the playoffs if Alabama doesn't. Georgia, maybe, or even LSU. 3rd and 7. Vodka and soda and what do you call it? Seltzer water. Seltzer soda. I don't know what you call it. Vodka and soda. Room service is brought to you some Michelob Ultra. Where's my room service at? I need that. 3rd and 12. He picks up about 3. Who just said Trevor was garbage? I'm sure it's somebody who has a terrible quarterback for their team. That's who. Yes, they're killing the spread. You're right. Actually, they're not killing it. They're right at it. It's 35 points, so they're not killing the spread. Oh, Jake Fromm, yeah, he's amazing. Yeah, he's an amazing fisherman. I don't know about quarterback. He can fish with the best of them, though. How many bass did he catch last week? I'd like to know that. He's got more bass catches than he does touchdowns in big games. We need an 8-team playoff. We're going to have that eventually. I really don't want to see an 8-team playoff. I'm okay with the 6-team playoff. I don't really listen. Florida's ranked number 8 right now in the country. They're not no national title winning team. They certainly won't be there at the end. Did you hear me say that? I actually had beer up here. I'm good. Thank you, though. You see that? Mrs. Peete tried to bring me some beers. I said I wanted some room service. She heard me. Bro, we're going to kill y'all in the playoffs this year. Okay. Spread is 37. It depends on which site you go on, man, because some of them depends. Some of them are 35, 36, 36 and a half, 37. Just depends on who you place the wager with. As of yesterday, it was 36 and a half on BetNow. I can answer that for you. Ask Mrs. Peete what her favorite memory of Clemson football is. It's the same as mine. It was the 2015 Notre Dame game in Clemson that we went to during the hurricane. That was awesome. Also, the 2012 Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl when they beat LSU, that was another really fun time. And that was on New Year's Eve, so it was a big-time party. And Georgia Tech punts it. 3 minutes and 10 seconds left here in the third. How is Trevor Lawrence better than Tua? I mean, I don't know. Did you watch the game last year when they played head-to-head? That's how. How many touchdowns does Lawrence score against Miami Thugs? I don't know. We'll see if Miami gets there. I think they will, but... LSU has a lot to prove. Team, hope we stay focused. Yeah, I think LSU is going to be... I have them as another dark horse to possibly make the playoffs. I mean, I think they'll beat pretty much everybody on their schedule with the exception of Alabama. And if they get past Alabama, then... I mean, they got a tough schedule. I'm not going to lie, but I think they're going to be good this year. I like LSU this year. They just got to beat Bama. 1st and 10. And going to pick up about 4 yards on the run. Man, they're bringing in the 4th-string running backs. Malusi. Yeah, and that game's in Tuscaloosa, yeah. Yeah, these people that always talk about Clemson just got good. They don't know their history about college football. They're in the top 10 as far when you look at all the top categories and wins in history. Period. They got 3 national titles, 24 conference titles. They've been to 45 bowl games, and they have a winning record in bowl games. There's not 10 other schools in the country that can say those 3 things. So, yeah, they just got good. If that's what you want to think. 1st and 10. They did have about a 20-year stretch there where they were pretty mediocre. But even in those years, I don't even know how many. Did they have any losing seasons? Maybe 1? Yeah. Clemson only looks good because they never play anybody good, including Alabama, I guess is what you're saying. Miami can't say those things, Slim Shady Canes. Not all those things. They do have they have the 5 national titles. They don't have the conference titles or the bowl wins that Clemson has, I don't think. I'll have to look that up. But they do win the national title debate. They have 5. Clemson has 3. I have my first high school football game tomorrow. Good luck in it. Do I consider myself dummy thick? I have no idea what that means. I'll look it up. I'm not saying you're wrong. I really don't know what Miami's record is in those categories, so I'm not going to call you a liar. Another big run by Clemson. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter here, and they're just moving the ball down the field. They got players in there that I've never seen before. They've got Nada, and they've got Ladson in. Who was the running back that just took that? Who was that? The best record in all of college football history is Michigan. Yeah. Yeah. Don't even get me started on Michigan. The last time they won a legit national title was in, 1949? Man. So basically in modern football, if you talk about the past 120 years, then Michigan, yes, they're right up there. If you talk about anything within the last 70 years, Michigan's terrible. I know you're going to tell me 1997. That's a shared national title. What has Team Peete? I don't know. Who has 17? Well, Alabama doesn't have 17. They don't have 17 legit titles. They might have 10, which is still really good. But at least 7 of those are not legit titles. Come on, look at it. If you lose 4 games in a season and don't even win your conference and you claim a title, I'm calling bullshit on that. Sorry. I mean, God, Clemson could just go claim all kinds of titles when they lost 4 and 5 games and just say, hey, we won a title that year. We got 10 titles now, all of a sudden out of nowhere. Back in the 40s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, man, the best team didn't get awarded national titles. That was a popularity contest. Michigan has the most conference titles in the modern era or back in the 1930s when they were wearing leather helmets. This is what I'm talking about. Listen, if your best argument is something that happened before they even had, like, wore pads in football, and that's what you're hanging your hat on, then it's a sad day in Michigan. Yeah, Yale has the most national championships. Yeah, they do. That's a fact. Which high school football team going to be watching tomorrow? Well, it's funny you mentioned that. I'm not going to tell you that my alma mater, but they're coming to the – see, where I live, my house, I literally have a high school football stadium about 300 yards away. And so thinking about going to that game, and my alma mater is coming to this stadium to play. So I might go to that game. What college did the best football player ever attend? I would say probably Herschel Walker at Georgia. I don't know. There's 2 or 3 different people you could put in that debate. Princeton claims about 20. Tom Brady was a backup player, dude. He didn't even play till his senior year, did he? Bo Jackson, that's another good one. I still think Herschel Walker was better college player than Bo Jackson. Greatest college coach of all time? Well, you got to give it to Saban right now, don't you? Bobby Bowden. Bobby Bowden he's an all-time great. He's not the greatest ever though. Oh, touchdown Clemson. Who was that? Walter Payton. Who said Walter Payton? I said Herschel Walker, didn't I? Not Walter Payton. 48-7 Clemson. Who's that? Frank Ladson? Yeah. Hold on a second here. I gotta change the screen. It's bugging me. That was an amazing throw by Bryce. All right, 49 now, and it's the fourth quarter, right? Ngata is going to be a baller. Tom Brady might be the best pro quarterback of all time. I mean, I don't care if he's the most talented or not, but the guy's a winner. You can't really argue with 5 rings. And he did it with a bunch of really, not no name, but not Hall of Fame type players on his offense. Slim Shady Kane says Tom Osborne is. I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question about Burns. Casey West asks, who do you think gets upset week 1? Hold on, I'll answer that in a second. 1st and 10, and Georgia Tech runs the ball. And they're down by 42 points in the fourth quarter. Who do I think will get upset week 1? It's a good question. Let me think about that for a second. I know who I'd like to get upset. I would love to see North Carolina beat South Carolina. That would give me at least 2 weeks worth of YouTube content just off of that one game. Complete for a first down for Georgia Tech. Let me see here. There's a chance that Florida State could get upset with Boise State because I don't know what Florida State's going to look like. I mean, Florida State should win, but does anybody have confidence that they are going to? I don't. How good is ETN? Where do you think he could rank as Clemson's running back? He could be the best ever. I still think, hold on. As a pass, and he's going to pick up about 3 and then get knocked out of bounds. So that's going to be 3rd and 7, I think, for Georgia Tech. Spiller. There's been a lot of good ones, especially like in the 80s. So, I don't know. But stat-wise, yeah. ETN's going to win the stat debate. And he's probably going to end up with more rings than any of them, too. 2nd and 7. Picks up about 4. Flag on the play. Feaster. No. Banks McFadden. is probably the most famous Clemson running back in history. So I don't know. That's going way, way back though, before most of us were born. Yeah, I think Etienne's the best running back too. I think Justin Taylor's really good too, but I think Etienne's better. And we'll see what Swift looks like this year. He's getting a lot of hype for Georgia. And incomplete pass on 2nd and 2 for Georgia Tech. It's going to be 3rd and 2. Barry Sanders. Yeah, that's a good one. Yes, Refrigerator Perry went to Clemson. He did. We'll see if Swift is or not. I mean, look, you're comparing apples to oranges. What has Swift done? You know what Etienne's done. What's Swift done? So case closed. If Swift it wants to be claimed to be the best in the country, or Georgia fans want to claim him to be, they better prove it. You can talk all you want to, but we're looking at our boy here, Etienne, this is his 3rd year at Clemson. He's got the highest yards per carry average in football for the past 2 years. He's got 205 yards tonight, and he's not even playing in the second half. Got 3 touchdowns. I mean, I don't know what else you want me to say. There's nobody else that has those stats. Etienne does it on ACC defenses? No. Did you watch the national championship game? He had 3 touchdowns against the almighty Alabama. So Alabama fans have short memories. They forget that half of the points that Clemson scored against them in the national championship game came on Etienne's back. Yeah. He had 80 yards and 3 touchdowns, sir. How many players for Alabama had 80 yards and 3 touchdowns against Clemson? Oh, wait, they didn't even score 3 touchdowns. Yeah. Georgia Tech's not going to cover, no. I don't think so. We move the ball at will on your defense. What is that, a moral victory? You sound like South Carolina. Please, Alabama fans, don't turn into South Carolina. South Carolina fans are running around like they won the national championship because they scored 35 points on Clemson last year and still lost by 3 touchdowns. Now we got an Alabama fan on here saying, we moved the ball at will on your defense. The score was 44-16, sir. Stop it. Just stop it. You're making yourself look foolish. I'm trying to help you out here. I really am. Christopher Watson, thanks to PEDs. That's one I haven't heard before. That's original. Yeah.
Everyone wants to sleep better and can. Purple makes it easy with free shipping and a 100-night trial. Now through September 9th, get free shipping.
I love the crying. I've been enjoying the crying all offseason. This might be my most enjoyable as a Clemson fan national championship was the one in 2016 because that was the first one they had won in 35 years. And I was too young to remember the first one in 1980. So that one was the best one. But the best feeling in the watching the total meltdown of the entire country over the 44-16 win has been something that can probably never be topped again in my lifetime. The amount of whining and crying and excuse making is epic. And I loved every single minute of it. So thank you guys for that. It's been great. You'll embarrass me. I'm undefeated, sir, against the trolls. So go ahead and take your best shot. I promise you'll lose. You can put your Instagram on here if you feel like it. I doubt anybody cares to look at it, though. I certainly don't. How do you think Kelly Bryant will do this year? I think Kelly Bryant's going to do great. I like Missouri. I hope Missouri wins the appeal they did for that whatever that was, the stupidest. I don't even want to call it a scandal because it's not a scandal. Anyway, they're a dark horse to win the East. I mean, it's still an underdog, to Georgia. I think Missouri might be the second best team in the SEC East. Florida sure ain't. I mean, who else is there? And Kentucky's not going to be as good as they were last year. Vanderbilt's not. Don't even talk to me about South Carolina. So yeah, Missouri, and Missouri has a manageable schedule too. Consider all things considered. What do I think about Ohio State? I think Ohio State's really good. Well, the unknown thing is Justin Fields. How's he going to look? And of course, how's Ryan Day going to do in his first year as a head coach? But Ohio State's Ohio State. They're one of the best programs in America. 3rd and 11. Georgia Tech throws it down the field, and there's a touchdown. Uh-oh, Georgia Tech's trying to cover this spread, at least. Dale Terrell, Clemson versus Georgia National Championship. I see a lot of people saying that. I think Trevor's playing great. I'm not writing off Bama. I'm certainly not. I don't really think there's any Clemson fans out there that that write Bama off. All right, so there's 10 and a half minutes left in the game here. It's 49-14. Let me change the score real quick. Keep it interesante. Let's see. Milik says UGA is the best team. Dumb. The SEC past 3 years. I'm a Bama fan. I mean, the reality is Georgia's played really well against Alabama the past couple years and just kind of blew both games. But nobody cares about how you lost. All that matters is the win-loss column. So, but Georgia's really good. UF won't beat anyone. They should have lost to an unranked Miami. Yes, I agree 100%. Miami played better than Florida did. But, again, like I just said, the only thing that matters is the wins and losses. Florida's got the win. But I'll tell you one thing. Florida, people were talking about them going to the playoffs. That ain't happening. It's not happening. They might lose 4 or 5 games this year. Unless they somehow get 50 times better than what they were last week. The King, yes, the Georgia Tech quarterback now, the backup quarterback is playing better. It looks like he's a better passer. Exactly. Football is not a fashion show. The only thing that matters is wins and losses. By the way, John, Mike, I agree that I'm not saying that Clemson won't beat Alabama again because I think they're right there together. But what I am saying is I would seriously doubt if Clemson blew Alabama out again. So you're right about that. I mean, it matters how you lose if you get blown out. Doesn't matter how you lose. If you lose by 7 or 3, that doesn't matter. And 5, 10 years from now, nobody remembers how you lost. They just remember that you did lose, especially if it's a big game. No, Bama fans are welcome to come on here. I welcome the trash talking from Bama fans. It doesn't bother me a bit. I like it. Just makes my job easier. All right, here we go. So Clemson receives the kickoff. And Lynn J. Dixon, it looks like, has the ball. And he's going to be taken down at the 20-yard line. Just inside of 10 and a half minutes left in the game. 49-14, Tigers. What's up? The artist formerly known as Drake Luke, Oregon Ducks football and basketball. Wait, is that the same one? That's not you. Never mind. Wrong guy. Trick 808, Hawaii will go 2-0 against the Pac-12. You're probably right. Who else do they play? Hey, Trick 808, who else does Hawaii play from the Pac-12? I think you're right. Unless it's Oregon. Is it Oregon? I think Oregon will beat them. What's up, Jaleel? How you doing, man? All right, 1st and 10. And they're going to hand the ball off. Picks up about 4. Hey, that was Sweeney. The coach's son is in the game. That's how you know it's over. The Beavers, oh, you're right. They're going to beat them. They might blow them out. They will go 2-0 against the Pac-12. You're right. I'm a fool. I picked Arizona to beat Hawaii. I should have known better. I should have known better than to pick Kevin Sumlin to do anything. Guys, I mean, him and Jim Harbaugh are the 2 most overpaid people in America. Well, them and everybody in Congress. That's a whole nother story, though. All right, 2nd and 6. What's my thoughts on Fresno State at USC? I think that USC better watch out. That's a trap game. Utah's the best in the Pac-12. We'll find out. I heard that last year, too. Yeah, the Senate, too. They're a bunch of morons, overpaid, too. All of them are. Everybody in Washington's overpaid. Jim Harbaugh's at a recruit sleepover right now. Yeah, probably is. Hand the ball off. Another big run by Clemson across the 40. If you're Jim Harbaugh, what's your recruiting pitch? Hey, you want to come to Michigan and lose to Ohio State every year and not win your division and never do anything? Come to Michigan. We have a really big stadium, and it's cold as shit. Oh. No way Clemson holds Bama to 24 at that defensive line. The defensive line looks really good. So, I don't know about that. Chase Bryce scrambling. Picks up about a yard, looks like. Will the game be on YouTube? Which game are you talking about? The game that's on right now? If that's what you're asking, the answer is no. I'm on YouTube, though, and I'm watching it, and I'm telling you what's happening. 2nd and 5. 8 minutes and 55 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Chase Bryce hands it off, and he picks up about 2. He's 3rd and 3. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, they might not cover. Clemson might not cover. John Mike says Clemson will lose to Texas A&M. Okay. We'll see. Yes, Clemson Jesus, you're right. All right, Bryce. Complete across the 40-yard line for another Clemson First down. What did Ryan Russillo say about Harbaugh? John Mike says, y'all struggled against them last year. Oh. Okay. What does last year have to do with this year? That's like saying we blew Alabama out last year, so we're going to blow them out again this year. I don't think one has anything to do with the other. By that logic, Clemson went 15-0 last year, so they're going to go 15-0 again this year, right? Is that what you're saying? You're making a lot of sense over there. Texas A&M lost 8 starters on defense, overrated. I think A&M is going to be good, but really not this year. I think next year is probably their year. All right, Bryce, complete. About 5 yards short of the first down. 6 minutes and 50 seconds left in the game. Is Texas back? Back to what? Winning national championships? Probably not. They're good though. They are good. And look, you can't dispute the recruiting that they've been doing the past few years. So, yeah, Texas is good. I don't know. When people say back, I don't know what that means. Like, everyone has a different idea of back. Are they back to being relevant? Yeah, they're back to being relevant. Are they back to being Vince Young national championship winners that beat teams like Southern Cal? I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. I think Clemson's run defense will be bad this year. Oklahoma 2.0. Oh, stop it. Comparing Clemson's defense to Oklahoma's defense. That's got to be a troll job there, and a bad one at that. Whoa, big time long field goal. How long was that? That was good for the bettors, that people that bet on Clemson. The 52-14 now. BT Potter he's got a monster leg. Anybody in here have money on this game? I'm sure that the ones that have money on it that aren't winning the bet probably don't want to say anything. So, is there anybody winning this bet right now if they bet? I guess that's the right way to ask it. No. What's up, College Football Maniac? How you doing, sir? Texas will be great. I'm not saying that they won't. I just don't give participation trophies. I don't say people are great before they prove it, you know. I mean, they certainly have the personnel and the coaching and all that to be great. No doubt about it. If Texas went out there and won the Big 12 this year, would I be shocked? No, I would not. Not at all. They've got the people to do it. $1,000 on Clemson? Is that true? Are you trolling me? If I had $1,000 in this game, I'd be sweating right now. The over was 59. I don't even know why I'm answering this question, Clemson Jesus, but I'll answer it anyway. I'm 6 foot tall. I don't know. Yeah, people always ask me that. How tall are you? Yes, everybody who's new here, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button, or if you hate me and if you're really annoyed by my sunglasses, hit the thumbs down button. I really don't care. Just hit some button. Hit one of those buttons. Either one you want, doesn't really matter. I bet Trevor Lawrence has come out, yes, at minus 500. What, to win the Heisman? You got lunch on Clemson? That's a good bet. See, that's more my speed, right? Yeah, lunch. Who was it? Somebody from work? That sounds like a work coworker bet to me. To come out as gay. You must not have seen Trevor Lawrence's girlfriend, sir. You wouldn't be saying that. If he's gay, then there's a lot of men in America that like to be gay with a girlfriend that looks like that. All right, here we go. There's 6 minutes left here. I mean, I would imagine Georgia Tech's just going to just run the ball, run the clock down, and get the hell out of there and not get anybody hurt, right? That'd be the smart thing to do. Hey, why don't you have another beer, sir, and then try to type a coherent sentence, Adam? DeAndre Swift will be in New York. I keep hearing that. I'm anxious to see how he looks. Tua will go the first pick of the draft, going to the Colts. Well, you're assuming that the Colts are going to tank just because the luck's not there. I'm not so sure about that. I think there might be one or two teams worse than the Colts. All right, 2nd and 13. Yeah. Incomplete. Why are they passing the ball? They're down by, what? I don't even know how many scores. 5 touchdowns? He won't have to share carries, so it's time to prove himself. What about Zeus? All right, 3rd and 13. Big time run, quarterback keeper. And he's going to be about 3 yards short of the first down. Yeah, Anunaga. I want to see Tyson too. I hope they put him in if they get the ball back. Of course, it doesn't really matter at this point because even Georgia Tech has a bunch of backup players in, so you're not going to get a real good gauge of how he is. I saw him at the spring game, and he looked really good. He's a big dude, man. He's like 6'4", I don't know, 6'4", 220, but as a true freshman, he looks a lot like Cam Newton did in college. And he's got a big arm, too. Score is 10-3 Utah. Is it hard to answer questions from the chat? No, it's not hard. I mean, I can't answer every one of them if that's what you're asking, but look at if they're too ignorant or stupid to even bother answering, I won't answer them. But no, it's not hard. It would be a little bit harder if this game was interesting because I'd have more, more attention paid to the actual game instead of the chat. But David Fogel says, where do you see Clemson in the next 5 years? I don't see them being much different than they are now as long as Dabo Swinney's there. He's got things rolling. So the head coach is everything, man. It's everything. Look at where Alabama was before Nick Saban got there. They were bad for about 15 years. They were the same. They were in the same boat as Clemson, an average team. So, all right, Dondre. Thanks for stopping in, man. I'll see you next time. What are my takeaways from the game? Michael Lynch, that's a good question. My takeaways are Clemson's did basically what everyone expected them to do, right? We got to see the defensive line looked really good. I wouldn't take too much of it seriously, though, because I just don't think Georgia Tech is anywhere near being good right now. And that showed tonight as well, is that just the fact that Georgia Tech ran so many option plays early in the game just tells me that Jeff Collins knows that he's got a bunch of option players on the team, and he really, he can't run the style of offense that he wants to run based on the personnel that he has. It's gonna be a rough year for Georgia Tech, man. I don't think they'll even make a bowl game. So that's my takeaway. But everyone else, everyone from Clemson looked good. I don't have any issues with anybody as far as that goes. We'll see what they look like next week against A&M. All right, see you, Clemson Jesus. Thanks for stopping in, man. Utah at BYU is always a tough rivalry game. You can throw out the records and rankings, yeah. Yeah, Marty McClain, any insights on the freshman receivers tonight? Yeah, so both Ladson and Ngata had some really good catches. They didn't get thrown the ball. They didn't really come in till late in the game. I mean, the highlight of the game obviously was Higgins had a big night, the biggest night, and then Justin Ross, number 2. And then, but Ladson and Ngata both look really good. Yeah, Ngata's going to be a beast. The wide receiver core at Clemson's almost unfair. It just is. Alabama's got a really deep wide receiver core too. But so there's 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in the game. 2nd and 12. Clemson. And they have Tyson in there. Tyson, with the quarterback keeper, runs for about 11 yards. Who was it that just said they wanted to see Tyson? He's in there now. So you got your wish. Look how big he is. He looks like a safety. 6'3", 220, freshman. He's big. He's almost as tall as Trevor, but he's bigger. Hands the ball off for about a 4-yard gain there. River Ash, first time ever watched, enjoyed it. Thank you, I appreciate it. Stick around. You'll see a lot more of it. Another short running play by Clemson. They're just trying to kill the clock here. Do I remember Dexter Lawrence getting suspended? Yes, of course I do. And my thoughts on it are if you test positive for anything and you can't prove that you didn't take it, then you should be suspended. The way it goes. Wayne Montgomery, first timer here also. Well, welcome. I hope you enjoyed it. Tyson with another quarterback keeper. Yeah, I'm going to turn that game on in a minute. Well, as soon as this game's over, I'm going to end the stream, and then I'm going to go watch the Utah game. Is Tua better than Trevor Lawrence? No, I don't think so. I'm not saying Tua's bad, obviously. He's really, really good. I think that the only thing that Trevor has that Tua doesn't is just the physical stature. I mean, Tua's an elite passer, very accurate passer. He's a little bit injury prone, but there's not much of a. He's not much better, but I think Trevor's better. David Fogel with a super chat, $2. Thank you, sir. Got to keep the super chat trend going. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Wayne Montgomery says, wife is a Clemson fan. I'm a Longhorn fan. Well, here's the good news. At least you both agree on orange. That's cool, though. Different kind of orange, but hey, listen, anything's better than that Tennessee orange. That might be the ugliest orange on the planet. And you see when they do that checkered pattern stuff, I don't know how, it makes my eyes hurt watching that. All right, so a minute left. Clemson's just running the ball with the quarterback, trying to run the clock down. This game's all but over. Ronald Fowler, love your channel, man. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Ronald. I appreciate it. And I always see you leave comments on my videos, and I appreciate that. Now, who has better hair? I'm going to go with Tua on that. I don't know. I mean, I couldn't. I wouldn't look good with Trevor's hair, or I wouldn't look good with Tua's hair either. As a matter of fact, so. How do you like the channel from your phone? You should be able to see. There should be a like or dislike button right below the picture. I don't know. Should be right there below the picture. And there's also a subscribe button there too. Hit that while you're at it. Harriet Nix, thank you, Pete. You've done a great job. Thank you. So I guess all the trolls left, and now all the nice people are showing up and telling me thank you, because that was not the case at the beginning of the stream. But I like all of it, really. I like the trolls. Well, I like embarrassing the trolls. That's really the part that I like the most about that. And of course, I like the people that actually like the channel as well. All right, G Grace. I'll see you later, man. Clemson Jesus coming through with the $99 super chat. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Yes. RP, I know it is. That's what this is all about. There is no such thing as college football without some trash talking. It just wouldn't be the same without it. Game over. Final 42-14. For all you math majors out there, what is the difference there? Or, sorry, 52-14, not 42-14. Yeah, Clemson covered. So whoever bet on Clemson won their bet. Crazy, I don't have a like or a follow. Let me go out and find your name. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know, man. It's got to be a setting on your phone. If you have me on full screen, you can't see it. I don't know. I'd have to look at your phone. All right, guys. It's been 3 hours and 45 minutes. The game is over. I want to thank everybody for stopping in. I want to thank everybody who was kind enough to donate through Super Chat. Dondre Crawford, David Fogel, Mark the Ham, Clemson Jesus. You're all amazing. You're all fantastic. I'd like to thank all of my moderators, all my Patreon members. Everybody go check out the website, man. We've been working really hard on that, howardsrock.net. If you're a Clemson fan especially, but even if you're just a college football fan, howardsrock.net. And, of course, become a member of Fanpride.zone. That's just a sister site to howardsrock.net. And we do all kinds of fun stuff over there. It's going to be amazing. We're adding to it. It's a new thing, so everything that's on there now is just scratching the surface of what's going to be on there. It's going to be a totally interactive experience. The best way for me to describe what it's going to be like, it's almost like a mix between Facebook and YouTube and I don't know, but for sports only, for college football only at this point. So it's really fun. Go check it out and let me know what you think. I guess that's it. BetNow.eu sponsors all these live shows for the rest of the college football season. If you want to wager on football and support a good cause, hashtag Sam Strong. And Sam is the son of Catfish from the Voluntary Roadshow. He's a young man that has leukemia, and that's the reason we're doing this. It's a contest. So sign up for Bet Now through the link in the description of this video. Just click that link, deposit your money, enter the promo code Peete, P-E-E-T-E, and they will give you 100% bonus on your deposit. So if you deposit $100, for instance, they'll give you an extra $100 to play with for free. I guess that's it. And listen, I'll be back on for the live call-in show, the live beer stream tomorrow night or tomorrow evening. We'll see what time I come on. And so I'll see you guys very shortly. Thanks for stopping in. I really appreciate it. Have a great night. Pigskin Pete is checking out.